Welcome into Gamesthetic, episode 269. I'm Alex Sparky3. Hope you're having a phenomenal day today, whatever day you are listening or watching today's show. Joining me as always, I got John. John, how you doing? How you feeling?
You are all fucked up right now.
A little bit.
He is so confused.
A lot of things happening.
He doesn't know how to do it anymore. Because also joining us today,
we have Zach returning. Oh, no, he left. Never mind. It's just John. John, how are you? Zach left. No, Zach's back. Zach's here.
It's just an empty seat.
Oh, no. Zach, buddy, how you doing? Welcome
I'm good.
back. Man, we literally just asked before we got this thing going. How long has it been? It's like March or February?
Something around there.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. So welcome back to the show today. Probably a one-off appearance, I'd assume.
Probably.
Yeah, more than likely. So we'll see him at the Gamesthetic Game of the Year bracket at the end of the year.
Maybe.
That is probably the next time we'll see the guy. I don't know. But he did join us today because, we've been teasing on the show the last couple of weeks. We have the mid-year bracket that we do. So that is recorded, and I will now begin the editing process sometime this weekend and look to get that out before the end of July. I got a vacation coming up, so I got plenty of time to take care of that. So,
and if you think you know who's going to win the bracket,
may surprise you.
Well... You forgot what show you're watching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that bracket had some interesting games that made it kind of far. You know, let's have a friendly reminder of our previous winners of the mid-year. We have the ever acclaimed Expedition 33 last year, and then we had Tekken 8 the year before.
Our first ever mid-ranked bracket winner.
Yeah, we made a mistake last year with Expedition 33. That's 100% on us.
So let's clarify. We made a mistake in trying to make it fair because it wasn't fair.
Exactly.
33 was in there.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever that video drops, if you guys could, please go support that, and we definitely appreciate that. For today's show, I don't know what we're going to do. I'll be honest. We got a lot of different things lined up. Honestly, since he's here, instead of just talking about the same rinse and repeat news that John and I have talked about multiple times, that we can talk about in new ways, not Blue Box. We can talk Blue Box. Let's talk Blue Box.
I'm back. We can talk Blue Box, Alex.
Yeah.
I would rather almost you guys talk about Blue Box and have to talk about fucking Microsoft again.
That's true.
That's fair.
Yeah. No. We will.
It's been every week, Zach. He won't let me stop talking about it.
I've been seeing some of the crap with Microsoft.
It's the news, man. We are going to touch on some of the key news pieces from the week with like some digital ownership stuff that took place. Bethesda put out a big statement like yesterday involving just Bethesda things.
It's like everything. They're like,
everything going on.
We know we haven't told you what we're working on, so here you go.
Yeah, literally every possible thing imaginable. Some very unfortunate God of War news we'll talk about later on in the show. Very sad.
Wild decision that was made.
Yeah, it's kind of. I understand it, but very wild.
I don't really.
Just from the kid perspective is why I get it, but I don't know. It's an interesting choice, that's for sure. We'll touch on that. T's and P's to Ryan Hurst, of course. That's a nasty little injury there. But yeah, other than that, we're just going to probably do some content games. Just some back pocket stuff. Like I told the boys, my back pocket playlist is run dry. So got to fill it back up.
So we're farming it while I'm here.
Correct. Yes, we are farming today. Today is one of those days in the old Pokemon games where you go sit in a bush for 3 hours and grind levels.
Or like John, who currently has Palworld running on his computer at home.
That's true. Yeah, no. So we started early today to do the bracket, and Zach got here. Zach and I were talking, and she's like, "Do you think John remembered it's supposed to be at 5, not 6?" And I was like, I mean, I talked to him earlier about the brackets. I'd assume so. I hop on Discord. It's like, it's on Discord. I mean, I went and Steam. And he's on Palworld.
On the
a few minutes later, he walked in.
On the bright side, when I get home, my pals might have finished processing all my materials.
Oh, there we go. Then we can start cooking. Okay.
Yeah, I can start them over because they're still making more.
Yeah, there you go. But no, that's everything for the show today. We'll make sure to shout out some Rogue Energy and Spark 3 Shop later on. If you want to support us for it, Patreon's great to do so. So, I don't know. Before we get into stuff, anything that you guys want to talk about? I played some altars, so I can touch on that a little bit for sure.
Like the DLC?
Yeah, the last variable. But anything else that you guys have been up to?
I do want to get around to that at some point, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
Yeah. I guess let's start with you. What all have you been up to?
You want to take a guess?
Nothing.
I've been messing with some things.
Yeah, what all have you been up to? We need to update the listeners. The listeners are dying to know.
Zenless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other games does he play?
Shit. Do you still play P5X? No, on that one.
I fell off on that one hard.
God, what else does he play besides? Do you still play Honkai? Or is it-
That's a
Technically, no. But so Zenless is actually about to hit its 2-year anniversary, and they just announced this week a weird thing that there's going to be a Zenless and Honkai crossover event. So technically, no, but yeah.
Him with this family of games,
Yeah.
of like Honkai, Zenless, and all that. It's like it feels like that keeps him in the same way that like RuneScape keeps me in.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, mostly just Zenless, because Honkai is sort of a crapshoot because it has a terrible thing of power creep. And like, if you don't have the most recent characters, I mean, you can't do any of the current content.
Well,
It's,
you just play through the old content to get up to the
I
new
mean, you
content.
can't.
From where you left off, you can't continue from there. That that wouldn't scale up.
That's what you would think. Yeah, no. I more or less, I could probably do a couple more things before I would have a difficult time and would have to like look up builds on how to proceed through certain parts of the game. Because what I got through, I was through everyone's big masterpiece and star rail of I hate myself because I can't even think of the name of the city right now. The Dream City, where everyone was like, "Oh, this is the peak of Gotcha's story and whatnot." Before they before they went to the
I remember hearing about this. I think from you.
Before they went to the Greek planet where we literally go and kill a god. Yeah, one of the like big celestial beings. You go to there and fight one of his avatars. And like I have none of those characters besides like the first 2 that they released, which I could probably get through maybe half of that planet's content, because then around that time they started releasing characters where it was like everyone's pretty much like, you have to roll for these characters, otherwise scrap your account, because
Damn, that's tough.
Because it was just like they are absolutely necessary.
Right.
And then now we're currently in the 4th planet, which I don't even know its name at the moment. And it's so far, all the new characters have really just been reworks of year 1 characters, making year 1 characters practically obsolete.
Right.
And now you need these new copies of them. Because literally they're running in 4.4, one of the characters named Himiko, and her thing's Himiko Nova. And it's literally a thing of like, you now want this Himiko because she does everything old Himiko does better. And for every character who's part of the express train, she gets bonuses and deals more damage if you're running them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're running them, you need their current forms, because MC's gotten their 5th or 6th form in this world. March 7th got her upgrade right at the end of the previous world, more or less saying like, oh yeah, by the way, she didn't know who she was. Yeah, she's like some I never kept up with, but she's like some, I think the name's like Evernight goddess or whatnot, reincarnation. Dong Han got his 2nd rework. He already got 1 in the 2nd world, and now he's got a 3rd one where they did him again. Silver Wolf, she got her rework, which she was a very strong character initially, but then she became obsolete. She got her level 99 rework. I'm pretty sure we're at some point going to get a Welch rework. They might rework Sunday, which would be weird, but I'm not entirely. But yeah, no, this world is literally, we're just reworking all the characters that people like to make them profitable and relevant.
Got to make that money.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, power creep and Star Rail is awful. Oh yeah, and they just did another Fate collab, so you can currently get Gilgamesh is now in the game along with Lancer.
Nice.
And they also had their previous one, which had Archer and Saber.
Do you still play the horse game too?
Yeah.
God damn it, Zach. I'll see that pop up in my timeline every once in a while on Twitter. Like whether it was like the anime or whatever. Every time I see it, I just get a chuckle.
It's a good time killer.
Yeah, nice. Now, okay, refresh my memory. Didn't you go like full blown psychopath mode and buy a Switch 2 and a PS5? Or were you just talking about it? Because you text me about this.
Oh, I was talking to you about it. I had it in a cart.
So you didn't do it.
No.
Okay.
Because
like I brought this up to John, and John even was just like, why does he do this now after they went up in price? After the PS5 went up in price?
see, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But I did note it at one point because it was more the Switch 2 thing, just because I wanted something to kill time with,
Right.
than the PS5.
I think Switch 2 is a good purchase, though.
because
Especially, I mean, if you get it right now, you could do the 500 bundle and choose one of the 3 games because the console's about to go up in price September 1st.
okay.
So it's like if you get it now, you can either buy it for $450 or you can buy the $500 price. And you can either choose to get Mario Kart World, Pokemon Pocopia, or Donkey Kong Bonanza, one of the 3,
Okay.
for $500. Honestly, I think that's just Nintendo trying to get people to like buy shit now before the base console goes up to $500.
I might
like
look into that
September
because
1st.
in my Amazon cart is a Switch 2 with Pokopia.
Yeah. So it's probably that. Yeah, I would definitely make sure that you're looking at the right one.
Oh, it's not because that bundle wasn't a thing. Yet.
Okay, yeah,
These are two separate items.
Definitely go look that up because, like I said, get a free copy of one of those 3, which all 3 are fun in their own rights.
So mostly Zenless because Zenless is about to have its 2nd anniversary. We're in year 3 now. The anniversary patch is deadly to the community. Everyone's wallets is going to be absolutely drained
Nice.
because it's an insane anniversary. It's a really good anniversary. It's just also like it's so good that people are going to be willingly throwing money at it.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw a game that all 3 of us quite enjoyed, but I know none of us have played in a while. That I randomly started playing again this week, and I'm talking playing it a good chunk.
Mm-hmm.
That I randomly got back on Marvel Snap for some reason.
Okay.
Really, I'm dialing into it. I'm playing a good few rounds every single night. I'm playing a good few rounds at work every single day. Like we were sitting in the pool the other day, and that's all I did the whole time was play Marvel Snap. Very overwhelming with how much is in that fucking game now, and it's still you can't easily get cards still, in my opinion. Because it's like, well, I mean, you got all the collector stuff through your level ups, but bullshit. Because I went like hella ham upgrading because I had so much shit built up because I just don't upgrade very often.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. It's whatever. I got cards. I got my main decks I like to use, and I got them the way I like them to look, especially now with the custom card option. I don't really give a damn, dude. I got so many points to upgrade the other day. I busted my load, and dude, I'm talking out of all the collector the collector crates throughout my level up. I'm talking maybe 2 fucking cards, and I'm like, oh, come on, dude. And there's so many obviously new cards because like they're. Like characters that were already in the game, they have new versions of cards.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
Yeah, so like, you guys know the original Shang-Chi, right? Now they have a new one, Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings is a card. It's like there are multiple versions of Spider-Man's, like the current one promotion is for the new movie.
Yeah.
So there is a new Spider-Man card that is Spider-Man The Brand New Day, which is separate from the Spider-Man card. Because, if you guys remember, all those movie stuff was all just skins.
Yeah.
Now they're actual cards.
Yeah, because I know they also have like a
abilities.
Miles Morales card as well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's just like an ever-growing list. And now I'm like, I didn't really care too much about getting cards. It was like, whatever. My current deck works really well. And turns out it's actually like one of the top cards in current meta, or top decks in current meta, which is a Nimrod deck. I mean, I was running that before I stopped playing. My Nimrod deck is technically out of date by a little bit, but it's still like I can still absolutely wreck shit with it. But I also was messing around with High Evolutionary again. I've been having fun with that and still winning.
I don't remember what that card is.
So High Evolutionary is a 4/7 card where it takes some non-effect cards and gives them abilities, but it's set 1. So it's Wasp, it's Misty Knight, I know Thing, Cyclops, Abomination, and Hulk. I feel like there's one more in there that I'm forgetting that's a 2 cost, but Shocker. Yeah, so it's them 7.
Okay.
They all gain abilities. And I found a card that I didn't know was in the game, thanks to a literal like one of the 3 bases where it gave you a random 3 cost. Superior Spider-Man. He popped in my hand. I read his ability. I'm like, oh my God, that would work amazing with this deck. So now I've been trying to go ham, trying any way possible to get this fucker. Because he I think he gains power or he gives power every time you finish a turn not using all of your energy. And that's like the main key way to play the High Evolutionary deck.
Oh, wow.
Is to not use all of your energy.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, that would work phenomenal with this fucking deck. And I dominated that round when I had Superior Spider-Man just thanks to a random base, and now I've been trying to get them nonstop. But yeah, no, like I go through the card list, dude. Overwhelming as hell.
I bet.
Because like they don't, dude. They've got cards now that aren't even just characters anymore. They have like moves that are cards.
Okay.
Yeah, like they have like one card is called Fastball Special. It's whenever Wolverine gets thrown. Yeah, that's a card now. And the cards show that they're differently. It's like all the normal character cards look like a card.
Yeah.
The ability cards is like a circle.
Yeah,
So I
okay.
mean, it's a clear difference. But yeah, they just fit in your deck like any normal card. But yeah, there's just so much now, and it's so overwhelming. Because I'm telling you, I go into a round. Boy, it's like nonstop. It's like never seen before. I get it. Give me a second. I got to read what this thing does. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of movement happening over there. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening, but it's still been fun. There's definitely some decks that I used to play with that, buddy, hard dog shit. I just out of shits and giggles, I tried to go running. I altered it a little bit, but I tried going and running a Thanos deck. Boy, that was a bad decision. That did not work out for me at all. So there are so many cards that have just changed like the wording of their text, getting nerfed or whatever. So it's like key cards for certain decks. Like I tried building one deck earlier. I don't remember whose it was. It was a little basic deck that I had with like Thyroid Mary, Crossbones, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And Luke Cage is a key component to some of this too. Luke Cage does not prevent all of your cards from not losing power. It's just the two that are in front of him at the same base that he's at. I'm like, damn, you're kind of a key component for my hazmat deck. You're kind of a key component for this. It's like, damn it. So it's been a learning curve, but at least I'm thankful that my Nimrod deck works, because that was the first thing that it was already preset. I'm like, whatever, play. I don't know what I'm doing. But
Okay.
you can play and go. But I like I said, I've been having fun. It's just a good way to kill time. But yeah, no, very overwhelming though.
See, on the other hand, my other spare time, I went to back to Dead by Daylight.
Oh, nice.
So I've been doing Dead by Daylight again.
Nice.
Which that's been another similar thing, because like it's been like 2 or 3 years since I had played Dead by Daylight. The last update chapter that I had played in was Chains of Hatred, which was the Deathslinger.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many killers have come out since Deathslinger?
Is it double digit?
Yep.
Okay.
To give you an idea, there's 40 plus killers now.
Is there was it 14?
No.
Well, 17?
20.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's a lot.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot. That's crazy.
Which I'm pretty sure I'm not giving enough, because like it's an insane thing. Like in the time I have been playing, because I started like at the beginning of the month playing DBD again, I've almost never run into the same killer anymore.
Yeah.
Because like we've had, since the last time I played, both the Resident Evil chapters. So quite literally just about every Resident Evil person's hanging out now. No, Pyramid Head was already in there. All Kill chapter, the Twins, the Artist, Singularity. As I said, Nemesis and Wesker, Five Nights. Jason just got added by you. And that's a fun thing. He's like one of the few ever balanced killers, and everyone's. I've also come, like, DVD community is very volatile based on whether you're survivor main, killer main, or in the middle.
Yeah.
Super volatile.
It's crazy how long this game has gone.
10 years. It just did its 10-year anniversary.
To also like the high successes that it's been. It's like I still remember when it came out, and that was whenever I was living with Diaz at the rent house.
Yeah.
I was sitting in there like in our little office, whatever, watching him play this game, and him just screaming his fucking head off playing it. It's crazy how long this game has been rocking and rolling.
Yep.
It's insane. Are they ever going to move on from it and make like a Dead by Daylight 2? Like maybe like upgrades like a new engine kind of thing? Because obviously you don't really need to move on. But
during their 10-year anniversary stream, they showed off a bunch of their roadmap stuff. One, they're also getting their next license collab is Terrifier. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, so his ass is going to be in it.
Terrifier is even too much for me, man.
And
that's
then
saying something.
They actually showed off they are rebuilding the game in Unreal Engine 5.
Okay. All right, well, shout out.
So at some point, the game will be in Unreal Engine 5, and they are adding dynamic weather as well.
Ooh, that's like okay. That's interesting. Come on, John.
Nope.
All three of us can play.
I couldn't play it in the beta.
I'm gonna be honest, John. It is not nearly as bad as it was in the beta.
Doesn't matter.
Like, it's not even close to being night anymore. Most of like the maps are either bright ass day or like mid noon. Like the darkest map is like the Auto Haven map, and I mean I can still see it. Like, oh yeah, by the way, Sadako's in it. The Ring. I like playing Sadako.
Nice.
She's not the highest tier character, but she's entertaining to play.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so many characters now. I can't even remember them all. There's the Houndmaster. There's the Unknown. There's Mina, which is literally just Trickster from the All Kill chapter, but a alternate skin for him. But everyone likes Mina because Mina's pretty.
Keep it simple, you know.
Yeah, no, I can't even. Chucky's in it.
Naturally.
Who's one of the other licensed characters? Alien's in it.
I've seen that, yeah.
I don't understand how to counter Alien.
And Nick Cage is one of the survivors, right?
Yeah,
I
Nick Cage
love
is in
that
there.
so much because like isn't like the direction for Nick Cage being in the game is that it's actually Nick Cage that thought he was walking onto a movie set, but he's not on a movie set.
It's actually Nick Cage. The lore for Nick Cage is like he saw a script for this movie and was like, I want to be in this movie and whatnot. And he gets there and like it's like, okay, cool. And they're setting all this up and there's like some weird seance stuff and whatnot, yada yada yada. And it's like, now read this line. And he gets to this set door and reads the line and then turns around and everyone's gone.
Yep. I love Nick Cage.
Legend.
Legend.
Alan Wake's in it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Laura Croft's in it.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, Laura Croft. She's been in it for a while.
That's random. I never saw that one.
There was a DVD collab, so you have Vecna the Lich and then two bards, pretty much. There's the Karasu, who's literally a floating head with intestines hanging out.
So basically, top to bottom, this game is just a humongous meme.
No?
But in the best way possible.
Yeah. Then there's also FNAF Glitch Trap.
Yep.
Which that one came out during the movie, so it got a lot of hype then.
Right. Makes sense. Now, like I said, it's just crazy how long that game has been going on. I mean, huge. You know, it's obviously probably the level of success for it is bigger than they could have ever imagined.
Almost
kind
definitely.
Of thing, where it's just like, yeah, we didn't expect it was going to go this long.
Even in
and
like
here we are.
even in the community, it's a funny thing because there's always people like, how is this game the one that survived for 10 years?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's always interesting to see games like that for developers where it's just like, yeah, we had no idea this was going to be the hit that is. I mean, like, hell, Sea of Thieves is like that for Rare.
Yeah.
You know, where it's just like, yeah, we had, I think you and I just talked about that recently when they did their final season or created tools thing where it's just like, yeah, they probably just like had no idea this was going to last as long as it did. Yes, it's always interesting to see those games that just manage to hold on
because
forever.
Right now in that sort of thing of like asymmetrical games, people are going like people who have been able to play test Halloween are like, oh, Halloween's going to be the one that finally pulls people away from DVD.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to picking it up. I will not play the online though.
What, Halloween?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm a baby. I don't want to be hunted by Michael specifically. I'm
Why?
good on all that now.
Well, I can't help you there because he's in DVD too.
I know he's in DVD.
Despite the license being
Michael
returned.
traumatized me when I was a child.
This is your time. This is now your time to fight back.
Oh, I'm buying the game. Oh, I'm buying the game 100%.
So you're just gonna play Michael?
I'm gonna play that single player mode. So yes, I'll be playing Michael in the single player mode and just having my fun. Then I'll move on to a new game.
You don't want to squat up?
No, probably not. I'm like John when it comes to these games. I can play single player horror games, but it's just like, man, like Michael for me, horrifying. I love him to death because of how horrifying he is, but I'd rather not be hunted by him. That does not sound fun. That sounds like a terrible time. Horrible time. He's not like probably the number one like slasher I would not want to be hunted by. I think the one out of all the slashers out there, the one that I would absolutely never, ever, ever want to be hunted by would probably be Freddy. That sounds like the worst possible option because like you got to sleep at some point. Even if you don't want to and you pass out, you're going to have to sleep at some point. You're screwed, buddy.
Freddy's worst enemy is just an insomniac.
Exactly. So anyway, yeah, it is good to have you on the show today. You know, hopefully you've been well. I know you haven't played a lot this year. Yes, we already talked about that with the mid-year bracket. So now we're gonna do some content games though. Where do you guys want to start today? I mean, I'll talk about the altars at some point here in the show, probably later on. I'm not super far, so not a lot to touch on, but I don't know. We'll talk about that later. It's fun though. It's good to go back to the altars.
Take a pick. Just choose whatever. We're already 30 minutes in.
We are already 30 minutes in. That is correct. You guys have any sort of opinion?
No.
Okay. How about let's start with you. We'll start
Okay.
with you here. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to do another edition of the This or That, which I did with John with N64 games. And I'm really nervous that I hope I didn't fuck up the list because I fucked the list up with him and I put Perfect Dark way too high and it went on a run. It did not win. It went on a run, so I'm a little nervous that I might have messed. I hope I didn't mess this up.
Explain the rules of this to me.
So what we're going to do is that Zach's going to get one starting game, and then I'm going to give him 10 games, and he's going to pick which game he wants to keep and see which one's going to last.
He's going to go one at a time with you, so you'll have your starting game, and he'll name one, and you pick which one you prefer out of that.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then
Keep it simple.
that takes over that position, and then it gives you a new one. So it's either you stick with one for a while, or you kind of flip-flop back and forth.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I did make sure to note that out of all the games, all 11 games total, none of them were any JRPGs that was in his top 10 favorites of all time because he had I think at least 3, maybe 4 JRPGs. So those I made sure to actively avoid. But this is a list of games that I know you've played and I know that you really enjoy. There's a couple of these I'm not sure if you've played, but obviously these are all really notable titles.
Okay.
So it's like you can have an opinion on it just based off it strictly being a notable title.
Okay.
So Zach's starting game is Persona 5 Royal, a game that I know he does enjoy. It's not his favorite Persona, but it's a game that I know he enjoys and he's played a lot of. So Zach, the first game up on the list is we're going to be staying in the Atlas realm here.
Okay.
We got a 5 and a 5. You got Persona 5 Royal versus Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance.
I'll take Vengeance. I like its system better.
Okay, Vengeance moves on. The second game we have is Octopath Traveler.
First or second?
The first, Octopath Traveler.
Shin Megami.
Shin Megami moves on. Third, we have Dragon Quest 11.
Shin Megami.
Shin Megami moves on. 4.
It's a heartbreaker for me.
That's a tough one for you, buddy. I'm sorry. Going back to Atlas, we have Metaphor ReFantazio.
Vengeance.
It just moves on. God, did I fuck this up again? I can't get these
It's
right.
possible.
I'm bad.
I
at these.
really liked Vengeance.
Okay. 5, Tales of Arise.
Vengeance.
All right. 6, Yakuza, Like a Dragon.
I'll take Yakuza.
Okay. All right. Thank God.
he had that thought for a second where he was like, do I just keep fucking with him?
I was nervous. All right. 7, Final Fantasy 7.
Like a Dragon.
8, Persona 4 Golden.
Like a Dragon.
9, Chrono Trigger.
Like a Dragon.
And last game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Like a Dragon.
Like a Dragon wins. Maybe I made that list too easy. My fault. I gotta get better at making these lists. I try to space it out a little bit.
Yeah, I think once Like a Dragon came in, it was hard for him to go away from that one. I think the problem is he doesn't talk that much about Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, I know. That's where he threw me off. I know he played 5. I know he played a lot of 5.
He just didn't
but
talk about it a
He
lot.
doesn't talk about it.
Because there was never an opportunity to talk about it.
It's like, I think it's one where it's like he's only talked about it once or twice. It was kind of short, but he was pretty high on it.
Yeah. No, good list though. Because at the end of the day, it's also a short content, buddy. It's not just a video. So
It's also
Okay.
hey, shorts are only 3 minutes tops, big dog. That works out for me.
I mean, it was almost Vengeance all the way. The only reason I chose Like a Dragon over Vengeance is
Make a list, maybe.
I enjoy the Yakuza shenanigans over the more dystopian that was Vengeance.
Right.
question.
I really want to play Vengeance.
Would a Tales game have gotten you?
Well, the main one, Zillia.
Yeah. I was gonna say if that was in there, would that have gotten you?
Probably.
Okay, so I should have put
Zillia probably would have got
My
me.
fault. I
Zillia.
sent you the list too.
I didn't read it.
I literally sent the list. I'm like, hey, do you have any opinions or suggestions on how I could change this?
I didn't know you sent it to me. I
Okay.
wasn't reading messages.
Of my
today.
Tales games, my top ones is Zillia, Vesperia, and the one they actually just remade recently.
Oh crap!
The
Which one
remake
was
or the last one they did with Bizarria.
I
Yeah,
think it was-
Bizarria.
I think it was Bizarria. Yeah.
I really liked Bizarria and its story.
Yeah.
I have all those remasters if you if you wanted to borrow them.
Like physical?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every remaster I've bought physically.
Was Bessaria's remaster? It was on 5, wasn't it? Or was it all actually on 4?
It was on 4.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah, no, I really like Berseria, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've bought Switch editions for all of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's got a big stack going on right now.
So yeah, at some point I'm gonna pick up the remakes as well because I have from Vesperia up to what was the last one before Rise?
Zestria,
yes.
Nice.
which also Tales of Eternia comes out, or remaster comes out later this year. Like in I think October.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pumping them out like left and right still with the 30th anniversary.
I mean, of
that's
course.
already
Yeah,
passed.
30th anniversary that we're in the third year of.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that they're still calling it the 30th anniversary.
It's like the same thing with like the Dragon Ball anniversary. It's like the Dragon Ball anniversary was like a couple of years ago now, but they were just like, yeah, here's the roadmap of the Dragon Ball anniversary for like the next 3 years. It's like, thanks, I guess.
We're celebrating this anniversary a long time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you guys want to try to guess this list? It's actually a pretty good list.
Okay.
Now, do you guys want to have the lives question? Do you guys want to do the lives? So
What's that mean?
So it's like if you get some incorrect guesses, like you lose a life. So like
Oh,
if you guys,
life.
Yeah. So if you guys want to cut it off, that's an easy way we can cut it off. So you just lose your lives.
I mean, what you want to do, John?
Like, we can do like 3 lives apiece.
I was-
If you guys want to do
we'll just
all
go-
25.
Let's just go 5 total.
5 total lives, got 25 games. All right. All right, so what we're going to do today is that these guys are going to try to guess the list. It is the best open world games to play in 2026 by Games Radar. So shout out. So they're going to try to guess all 25. They have 5 lives total. So boys, anytime you guys want to jump in, just go ahead and throw out some guesses and I'll tell you where it falls on the list.
So I would assume Sea of Thieves is on there.
Sea of Thieves comes in at number 16.
That's a lot lower than I was expecting.
Wait, it's just
It's open world.
Open world.
world game. So
Yep.
it's like I'm assuming multiplayer and single player.
I would say so. I mean, technically some of these are multiplayer
Well, I was
games.
just saying like Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, Sea of Thieves.
That would not have
let's
come in my
see.
head.
There's at least
I mean, it's completely
so,
open world.
Off the dome, there's 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's multiplayer. Can be multiplayer.
Open world games. RDR2.
RDR2, number 2. So you guys have RDR2 and Sea of Thieves at 2 and 16.
I mean, I sort of figured Artie was going to be on there.
Yep.
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk comes in at number 5.
Okay. Because I don't know, Cyberpunk for me was always weird because I mean it's technically open world, but at the same time it doesn't feel open world to me at times.
Yep. There is a shocking one here at 10. I'm gonna tell you guys up front. Like when I saw this, there was a certain one at 10. I was just like, damn, I did not expect that to get that high. Okay. It is a recent title too, as of like last year, I think.
Well, I'm cooked.
Witcher 3.
Witcher 3, number 1.
I could see that.
Yeah, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, number 1.
I'm not surprised by
Yeah.
that. I figured it might have been displaced at this point, but it's usually in the top 5.
Yeah. Let me give you guys some hints on a couple things. So across the entire list, a lot of like big name franchises, but looking at the list, there are no franchises that are repeating.
Okay.
So I basically gave you a spoiler that RDR1 is not on the list.
I didn't think it would be.
Yeah. So, there are no repeating franchises. So keep that in mind when you're making some guesses.
I just had one in my head and I lost it.
I'm holding off on a big hitter because it's like if I get stumped.
Okay. Is Dragon's Dogma on there?
Dragon's Dogma 2 is
Yeah.
on here at 25. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Dragon's Dogma 2 at 25.
I guess I should have been more specific because that was the one I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because I knew
Dragon's
that
Dogma
one was
2.
bigger than
Yeah.
Dragon's
Yeah.
Dogma. So
Yeah.
that's my bad.
Yeah, you're good. I'll give it to you. It's the first time we've done one of these. I got to cut you some slack. Plus, you're back for the first time in months, and we won't see you again until December probably. So,
Is Dragon Age considered open world?
Dragon Age Inquisition comes in at 23.
Inquisition was where I was gonna go because
I'll give it to you.
I
one
was
where
about
I'm
to
like-
say that. I was like, the other two, not really. Inquisition,
I was
yes.
gonna say I didn't know if
Listen,
I didn't. I've played a little bit of Inquisition, but I didn't know how
Yeah.
the first two were if they were actually.
Listen, since it's number one, first time we've done this, and number two, a 25 game list, I'll cut you guys some slack. If it was 10 games, I might be saying now which one.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta guess here. Since we got 25, I'll give you guys some slack.
So I'm gonna leave one for John that I know he's probably holding on to. Dang, would
I'm gonna throw a wild guess out in after you go here because I think technically, maybe I don't know. It's just open world games in general, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
open. No, yeah, it is. Because trust me, this list is a very wild variety of games. But every single game on this list is notable. Like every franchise on the list is especially notable. There are a couple of games on here where, again, like number 10, I was like, that's an interesting addition there at 10.
Are they all
20.
are they all like big notable franchises?
Yes.
Or are we talking about like, or are there like, is there indie stuff on here?
There is at least one indie off
I'm
the
not
dome.
finding that.
There's, I guess, technically there is
I might
another
throw
indie
a
one.
life out there just because I'm curious if it counts.
Okay.
Does Stardew count?
Stardew is not on here, so that's one life gone.
But Stardew is Stardew somehow open world?
It's essentially just like an open world farm layout that has like it has its like dungeons with the mines and stuff throughout it. I was curious if it counted.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a life in the hole too. Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert, number 13.
Damn. Okay.
I should probably actually start notating which one you guys are getting. That'd probably be a good move by me. Sea of Thieves, Crimson Desert.
Oh, would this isn't a guess.
Oh,
Not a guess, okay.
What's Black Pearl's game called again?
Black Pearl?
Oh, Pearl Abyss.
Yeah, Pearl Abyss.
Is it
Black Desert?
is Black Desert Online?
Would you consider that an open world?
Not a guess. I'm hearing you.
I mean, kind of. I mean, in a way, yeah, it's an MMO. It's like you can once you load in, you can go wherever you want to.
Okay, World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft is actually not on the list.
Damn.
That's actually honestly a surprising one, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Where was I?
But I
just
guess
at?
the list is worded is best open world games to play in 2026. So
I mean, it's open world.
maybe they don't consider WoW a best game to play in 2026.
So
So
it's a giant MMO open world, but okay.
yeah. So you guys have 3 lives left. So
Oh,
tread carefully.
I
There's so many big games too. Like, come on, guys, you guys can get this.
I don't do open world though.
There's so many large titles on here.
GTA.
GTA 5 coming in number 4.
Yeah. Oh man,
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon 6 coming in at 17.
I had one a moment ago that was like it popped in. I was like, where did that come from? I'm trying to get it back.
I really don't want it to be on there, but Starfield.
No Starfield.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
But I lost a life.
Yeah, you lost a life, buddy. Sorry.
I guess that means Elder Scrolls is on there.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I
would be
figured
on
Skyrim
there.
would be
Number
on there.
11.
It's a different franchise. Fallout.
Fallout 4, 21.
Just Cause 3?
No Just Cause. I may have to give you guys some more lives.
I don't do open world though, but I know people really like Just Cause.
Again, like these are just like really big titles across the board.
Spider-Man.
That's a good guess, brother. That's 12. Spider-Man 1 is at 12. That's a good guess. That was one of the ones where it's like it's notable, but I was curious if anyone was going to think of it.
I don't want to say it because Far Cry 3?
One of you got a little too specific there.
Is it not 3? Is it?
No, I'll give it to you. Far Cry 6 came in at 20.
Ugh.
It's one of the ones
probably-
that said,
it's-
like that's a weird one.
It's probably just because
It's the recent one.
new,
Yeah,
and
Far
it's
Cry
like
6.
Somebody probably wrote Far Cry down, and then somebody just put 6 at the end of it because they Googled it, and it was the first one to come up.
Ugh.
All right, so I'm gonna throw you guys a lifeline.
I don't like that one.
I will also give you guys 3 hints to ask for questions across the board. I'll throw you guys a lifeline because you run out of lives.
Oh, I found my hole again. Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, number 8. Good guess. Good guess.
So would Dark Souls be on there?
No Dark Souls.
I guess that's sounding more zone than overworld, huh?
I won't count it as a guess for you. I will also give. All right, I'll give you a freebie hint too. So kind of like the same logic behind why Far Cry 6 is on there. There's another really notable franchise in that same vein that its most recent game got on the list, and it really surprises me.
Are you trying to hint at AC?
I might be.
So AC?
There might be an AC, a recent new AC, not remake AC, but a new installment to the franchise.
I don't remember what that one's name is.
Shadows came in
Okay.
at number fucking 10. That's
Okay.
crazy to me.
I couldn't even remember what that one was called.
You guys want to recap on where you are? And what you have left is what I would give you.
Sure.
So you have 3, you have 6, 7, 9, 14, 15, 18, 19, 22, and 24.
That doesn't help me. How
I
many do
don't-
we still need?
I don't know. This is a question for you because
Okay.
I haven't played the games. Are the Mass Effect games open world?
No.
No. It could
No.
be debated, but no.
It's like because that's like I don't know yet. I haven't played them yet.
No. Like I said, if you guys want 3 hints, I will throw you guys a lifeline and give you some hints.
So we also got 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah, you got 1 and 2 knocked out. You got Witcher and RDR2. RDR2. Those are both 1 and 2.
I'm scratching my head because, again, I don't do open world. So I'm like, I don't know, John, do you think terrible Halo 6 would be on there as counted as open world?
I wouldn't think so, mainly because it goes back to a mission-based layout after
That's true.
a certain
It
point in the
abandons
game.
it so quick.
Yeah, it's like you play through the open world period and it just says, we're done with that.
Yeah, basically. No,
Okay.
I would no.
Because I know there was a thing with Halo 6.
Yeah, they tried it, but then they said nah.
I mean, I guess give us 1 hint because I'm really not.
All right. So the first hint that I'll give you, obviously you have a lot of games, so I'll give you a hint I'll give you basically a couple hints with your one official hint.
Hold up before you say that.
Okay.
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come 2 coming in at number 9.
All right, cool.
All right. So looking at the list, giving you some general, this is your first hint, which I'm going to cover multiple games on this list still. So you have a game that was highly regarded as a Game of the Year contender, happened to go up against a generational game, GG. You have a shafted game that is phenomenal, but it always gets shafted when it comes out.
Horizon.
Horizon Forbidden West comes in at number 6.
All right.
Let's see. You have, I don't know. There's an easy way for me to say this. If I say it, it gives it away pretty easily. Comeback Story.
Okay.
Then you have a game that is the first iteration of a company that someone in this studio is a big fan of. There you have a game that may or may not have won something in this studio literally just this evening. A game by a publishing company that hates physical media that abandoned this game in the PS4 generation. One of the highest selling games of all time, and a game inspired by that highest selling game of all time. There's your first round of hints.
I mean, so one of them sounded like No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky coming in at 14.
I just realized there's a game that should be on this list. If we're talking open world games that you should play, Minecraft should be on there.
Minecraft coming in at number 22. One of the highest selling games of all time was the hint, which is the highest selling game of all time, behind Tetris, technically. I believe in you, boys. You got this.
I really don't know.
There's 2 hints I gave you that I'm surprised you guys just didn't jump on. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
There are 2 hints.
What were your hints?
The hints were a game that was the first iteration, aka the first game from a company that someone in this studio really loves. The other game may or may not have won something in this studio literally just today.
Well, I can that one.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, I'm assuming he's Palworld.
Palworld 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't personally consider that an open world, but I guess it technically is. Disco Elysium?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I think technically that was your last life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I'll throw you a lifeline and let you keep moving.
Dude, I have no idea what studio you're on about. I honestly don't.
Certain studio that someone in this studio really loves, plays a lot of, may have just finished going on about one of the games.
Is that really on there? Because I wouldn't count that.
What?
Star Rail?
No.
Oh.
The first game.
Oh, I don't even play that one. Genshin Impact?
I'm not saying you were playing Genshin Impact. Never mind. Yeah, it's Genshin Impact.
I wouldn't
came in
have
at
followed
15.
that train of thought.
I didn't know. I don't even think about Genshin.
Yeah, it's Genshin Impact came in at 15. So you guys don't have many more left on the list. You have 24, which the hint I gave you for that one is that is an inspiration of the previous hint I gave, which was the highest selling game of all time. So it's an inspiration of Minecraft. Number 19, the hint was game Sony abandoned in the PS4 generation. I didn't name drop Sony, but it was obvious who I was referencing because I hate physical media. A game that Sony abandoned in the PS4 generation, a franchise that will probably never continue. Then you have the hint that I gave for up at the top was game of the year contender that just happened to go up against a generational game. And then I have one more game that I did not give you a hint for at all. That's in the top 10.
So I feel like that other one is Infamous 2.
Infamous is the open world. I don't know.
Technically,
I'm
yeah.
struggling to think of the name of the fucking game right now.
Because Infamous it would be open world, similar like
it's not Infamous. But I don't
how
know that.
Spider-Man is an open world.
Yeah, no, it's not Infamous though.
Ghosts of
Tsushima?
Yokai?
That is the one you did not get a hint for. Comes in at number 7.
Oh.
Oh.
How did I get there?
Yeah, you did not get a hint for that one. So you still have number 3 to get.
No, we don't.
You still have number 19 and 24. So you're almost there.
I'm pretty sure we got number 3. Wasn't that Cyberpunk?
No, Cyberpunk came in at number 5.
Oh.
You have current hints for all of these.
What was inspired by Minecraft?
So I'm
Kind of inspired by Minecraft.
say I'm stun locked a little bit because he said I assumed Ghost was the one that went up against the generational game, but now I'm confused.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Is God of War considered open world now?
No,
I
not really.
wouldn't.
All right, when I
It's
say
like more open zone.
I'll give you hint number 2, and this is where I'm dialing it in, where you're only getting a hint for one game now. Generational game is the same level of generational as what we just saw last year in terms of reception.
So it went up against a generational game.
Yes, it went
but it
up.
was not the generational game.
yeah, that's where I got Ghosts of Yote.
Yeah, no, it went up against a generational game. And it's a game where in any other given year, if it didn't go up against that generational game, it probably would have won Game of the Year.
What went
the
up
board.
against Baldur's Gate?
John's lock-in face. Come on, guys. There was a clear 1, a clear 2, and a clear 3 in 2023. There was a clear 1, 2, 3 that year.
I don't remember because it was just Baldur's Gate.
What happened?
You
in
didn't play it.
2023?
You didn't play it.
Okay.
John played it. Yeah, you played it. Yeah, you played it. You didn't beat it, but you played it.
I don't know, John. Was Black Myth open world?
No, that was 24.
Oh.
Yeah, that was 24.
Games that I played in 2023 and I didn't beat. Okay.
Yep, did not beat. Was not for you.
I didn't beat Hogwarts Legacy.
It's not that one.
I know.
definitely was not nominated.
I'm like bouncing around. I'm like, I didn't beat Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't beat mini games 2023. That wasn't an open world.
It was the clear number 2 game that year behind Baldur's Gate.
I don't remember that year.
You guys are killing me right now.
You told me I didn't play it, so I really don't have a memory of it.
There may or may not be something behind me right now that is for that game. You guys are killing me.
Oh.
His O and the smile.
I think I know what it is now.
Zelda?
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes in at number 3.
Over there, and I'm like, I see the Triforce in the corner of the box.
I was about to say, I definitely didn't play that.
Yeah, I had to give you guys that one.
I don't think a whole lot about like Tears of the Kingdom.
Neither do I.
All right, so you guys still have 19 and 24. You guys want to throw in the towel or keep guessing?
I don't got anything for there.
Like I said, the guesses, the hints I gave is 19 is a Sony game that they abandoned in the PS4 generation, much to the creator's dismay. And then 24 is a game that is inspired by Minecraft, roughly. A game a game that people still immensely enjoy and still play quite a bit. So you got a Sony exclusive and then an indie game.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I ain't got it.
All right, throwing in the towel. Number 19 was Days Gone.
I would have never gotten there.
Yeah, that was one of the harder ones on the list. And 24 is Terraria.
I would have never gone there either.
Yeah, no, those were probably the hardest ones on the list, 100%.
I mean, because I know of Terraria, but I've never played it.
I knew Terraria was very highly regarded, but that's not where I was not connecting that dot.
I didn't realize it was inspired by Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah, no, those two were by far the hardest ones on the list.
And I would have never thought of Days Gone because, again, I don't remember Days Gone.
No one remembers Days Gone except the people that actually like Days Gone.
You threw me for a loop when you were like, oh, it went up against a generational game. And I was like, Ghosts. That makes perfect sense. And you go, not the one I gave you the hint for. I was like,
oh, shit. It's like, I'm glad it works, but that's not how I expected it to work.
I honestly forget that
I gave the wrong answer and still got it right.
Honestly forget that Tears of the Kingdom came out the same time as Baldur's Gate 2.
I thought for some reason I thought it came out in 2022.
Oh, 23.
I was getting that's where I was getting stun locked. I was like, I just didn't have it in that year.
Yeah, no, you guys did a pretty good job. Yeah, shout out, you guys did a pretty good job. So
they put some weird games,
interesting games on that list.
Only putting one game per franchise makes sense, but the ones they chose don't make a lot of sense.
I guess because the article said in 2026, so they just chose the most recent ones.
That was my mindset too. I like Games Radar and their lists are usually not too bad, but that one was kind of interesting with like Far Cry 6 and Shadows.
It's good to have like the franchises on there. I wouldn't have put Far Cry 6.
Yeah. Like if you were to put a Far Cry game, I would do any of them from 3 to 5. You know, because like 5, I wasn't a big fan of. The world was cool.
The world was very fun in 5.
4 was my favorite world. I thought the world in 4 was really cool.
For a lot of Far Cry fans, 3 and 4 is their favorite. Like FF, I think in the franchises that your favorite Far Cry is typically the first one you play.
Yeah. And then for AC, I mean, if you're gonna do a best like open world, I mean, I haven't
Black Flag.
I haven't played Shadows. Well, yeah. If this list would count it, sure. My thought was like, man, why not put like Valhalla in there? I mean, with that world,
it's
Black Flag,
too big,
too big.
That's a criticism it got. It was a great game, but my God, make it smaller next time.
Yeah, no.
I was about to say, in terms of best open world of Assassin's Creed, I would say Black Flag, or me personally, Odyssey.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Odyssey would have. I guess I didn't realize Black Flag was an open world game.
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
But yeah, I would have thought Odyssey because that was where it was like that's where it felt like they learned and figured out everything they needed to for their new style, and then they went too far.
Right.
With
Valhalla. Yeah. They had it kind of right with Odyssey.
Origins wasn't enough. Odyssey was just about right. I think it went a little too long.
Yeah.
And then Valhalla went full, god damn it.
Went insane.
Valhalla felt like you played a full game at 40 hours and then you were about a
10%.
third of the way, a third of the way through the main story.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll have to do some more guess the list, and we'll keep working out the format for it and how we're gonna do it and stuff. We'll keep playing around, figure it out. You guys want to do any blind rankings of any capacity?
I don't know. You have a blind ranking?
I mean, you said controllers, and I quickly threw together 10 controllers, and I ranked them in a certain order, so you guys can try to rank them if you guys want to do controllers. Both of you as a tag team.
Are they all the same system controllers?
Nope.
Yeah, tough.
That's rough.
All right,
So wait, did you go through just base controllers, or did you do like actual special controllers? Because I was
These are
thinking
all-
like special editions.
no, these are all base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are all just
I
like
have some hard stances.
yeah.
I do
these,
too.
These are all base. All right, so let's do that then. So we're gonna blind rank controllers. This is going across multiple publishers, and these are all just like the base controllers across the board.
I'm curious, Zach. Do you have like a very like just in general, like as far as like a top controller? Do you have like a very clear 1 and 2?
Yes.
I can't remember what I put on my tier list that I did. I think it might have been the DualSense for me. I think is what I did because I think it's just like how they pushed the controller forward is why I ended up giving it the edge. I still prefer like an Xbox because I like offset joysticks.
Yeah.
But I think if I remember right, I think I gave the GOAT on my tier list to DualSense just because of how much they pushed controllers forward. You know what I mean? I thought it was really impressive. All right, so I got 10 controllers, and you guys are going to blind rank them 1 to 10, so good luck. First one I have is the PS5 DualSense.
I'm curious where Zach sits at this one.
So for me, DualSense is I consider one of my best favorite types of controllers.
I would put I would be very comfortable with DualSense to be at number 1.
So would I.
Okay, so you guys are already taking the one spot.
DualSense, I think, is my favorite controller.
I was about to say, when John asked me if I had a hard 1-2, DualSense was right there.
It's like that's because I was questioning. I was like, because I'm pretty sure DualSense tops my list for like best controller.
Me too, just because
that is out there.
just how it feels and everything.
Okay, DualSense at 1. The second controller on the list I've got is the GameCube.
How many do we got?
You have 10 total controllers, so
Okay.
you have spots 2 through 10 left.
Um,
I'm gonna write this down too.
I would personally probably put it around 6.
I'm not that big on the GameCube. There's worse controllers.
There is much worse controllers.
6 feels good.
Have you-
I'm not as big on it. It feels a bit clunky.
Yeah.
6 feels good because we got some good places below it, but there's some trash that could go behind
There
it.
is some
Sure.
trash because like GameCube, I feel like is a very good mid controller, so I would put it 5 or 6. 6
Yeah.
feels good.
6 feels good.
All right, this next one I have is the Xbox Duke controller. The OG Xbox controller, the big fat one.
See, I never really used the Duke, so
Oh, I had the Duke.
for me, I feel like Duke I would probably put at 5
Wow. Okay.
because I do
That's wild to me over.
I
GameCube.
like the slimmer 360 and what came with the Xbox
See,
controllers with the Duke.
If it was the Xbox Slim, like the OG Xbox, the redo of the controller, because the Duke was so bad they had to redo it.
I
would say that goes above GameCube potentially, but the Duke over GameCube, that's wild.
I would probably go 7.
I mean, I'll go 7.
Someone in the chat also said above GameCube controller. Are you mad? That's what I'm
Probably
saying.
because
that's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. I very rarely use the Duke, so I don't have a great memory of it.
The Duke was an interesting controller to play Halo 1 and 2 with, brother. I'll
Okay.
tell you that.
Maybe I
The
only
problem with it for
It's
me,
just nostalgic.
the problem with the Duke for me is I have small hands
You do, yeah.
and it is hard to use.
Yeah.
only handled the slim Xbox and didn't realize that wasn't the Duke.
Yeah, no, the Duke was like,
The
I'll show
Duke-
you the
The Duke is absurd.
Yeah, and they've remade the Duke where you can like buy it present day, and I want it so bad because
Yeah.
it's so stupid of
Because
controlling.
like I was really late.
That's the Duke.
Okay, I mean, I guess I did handle the Duke.
Yeah, the Duke is huge, man.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe I just got large hands.
Because see, that's the Slim right there. The Slim was awesome. The Slim was so good. But you know, the Duke is just nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's such a bad
Okay.
controller.
I mean, I'll go with John 7 because I guess I don't have good memories of any memory really at
Yeah.
all of Duke.
Yeah, I'm fine with 7 because there's some that I'm expecting to be on this
Okay,
list,
all right.
and if they're on there,
Yeah, and this person else said, we got 7 controllers left, right? That's
I
what I was
mean-
saying. That's what I was saying.
I don't know
That's
what
crazy.
I don't know what the hell Alex has on this.
All right,
For
next-
all I know, he's got a freaking gun controller on here.
I very well might. You don't know me, man. All right,
but I do know you.
next thing I've got is the Super Nintendo controller. Throwing it back a little bit.
Super Nintendo. So that was the more rounded one.
Yeah,
right?
that was the rounded one, not the rectangle.
less nostalgic for me
Yeah.
personally.
I know you like
I
that
kinda
NES one.
prefer that square.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where are you feeling, John? Because I'm still not feeling upper end at this point.
I'd probably slap it middle of the road.
5?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Super
probably going
NES
middle of
Bob.
the road.
Just to give respect to the history of the controller.
Because it's perfectly fine.
It
but
is. It's still it's still a good controller to use.
There's something about the NES controller that I prefer over.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one I've got is the PS2.
That hits like a nostalgia one as well.
That's like that's big nostalgia right there. Just like the way those joysticks feel and everything.
I broke so many PS2 controllers.
Oh, I think everyone
yeah.
did. Yeah, I think everyone did.
I don't think there was an analog stick that survived that era.
Facts.
I don't know. You feel upper end or lower end, John?
You got 2, 3, 4, 8, 9.
Just
10.
remember,
Yeah.
if we put this on the lower end, we're putting it underneath the 2.
Yeah, you put
Oh
it
no
underneath
no!
the-
I'm perfectly comfortable with a PS2 controller. I like it. It's nostalgic. For what it is, it's great.
I'm thinking 3 or 4.
I would
Ooh.
probably go like 3. Leave that 2 spot open, and then
Because I have a hard 2, and the PS2's not at that.
I've got a pretty hard 2, and it's not the PS2.
So we'll say 3.
All right, 3 for the PS2.
I think we're pretty much in line.
I think
here.
you and me have the same 2.
It's the same controller. It's just the addition.
Yeah.
kind of.
All right, next one I've got is the Wiimote and Nunchuck.
Ugh. I didn't like the Wii controller. I'm just being full honest.
I actually preferred the Wii Classic controller. I found mine recently. That's just a really nice feeling controller.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Want to put it at 9?
Leave one spot open
Yeah.
at 10.
Yeah.
Because the nunchuck is definitely not the worst.
It's not the worst, but it's not good.
Man, it pushed motion controls
I mean,
forward, man.
it pushed motion controls
It's you
forward.
guys'
but
list.
I would put that to the system, not the controller.
All right, fair enough. Next one I've got Xbox One. Very nice controller, feels very premium.
Just base or elite?
The base Xbox One. So definitely better than the Xbox Series. I hate the Xbox Series. It feels cheap as hell to me.
Yeah, it does feel cheap.
Yeah, the Xbox One was like really nice. It was a nice upgrade of 360.
What
Got a
spots do
premium
we have
feel.
left?
We have 2.
2, 4, 8, 9. 2, 4, 8, 9.
No, we have 10. We just gave up 9.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 2, 4, 8, 10. Thank you. Xbox One, real premium control. Those triggers, man. Those triggers felt nice. I love my shadow one.
Going on the higher end.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
So 2 or 4. Okay.
I'm trying to think of what would be left on
That's
this
what I'm
list.
trying to think, too.
I'm worried. I don't necessarily want to put it at 2, but the chances of
I feel like we may end up putting absolute trash in 2.
we could go ahead and drop it there, and I won't feel too bad because it's a good controller.
It is a solid controller.
All right. So Xbox One and 2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have the PS4.
Serviceable.
That's a statement.
So is it
That's a
above
statement.
is it above SNES or below Duke?
I think
Because how we're feeling it, it's either at
God.
4 or it's at 8.
I think the controller's fine. It's not my favorite. The problem is it's
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't my favorite either.
like my third or fourth favorite PlayStation controller.
See, I was expecting more wild controllers here. I didn't expect him to reuse each generation of the Xbox and Sony.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's worse than the Duke. It's better than all the controllers we have behind it.
Keep in mind, anything after is we're considering worse than this.
Yeah, you got 8 and 10 left after that. Think wisely here.
Because with how he's going, 360 is in here somewhere.
Maybe.
I'm fine leaving like the top, like the number 4 spot and the number 10 spot if we want to leave in case he's got some real ass in here and then he's got some greatness in here.
So I'm willing
we could have a wild card 8.
Okay. So I think we're going with 8.
Yeah, we'll go with 8.
All right, PS4 at the 8th spot. All right, the 9th controller I have for you guys, Xbox 360.
4.
There it is.
You guys made the correct call because leaving left at the 10th spot. Good job, boys. It was the Dreamcast.
That's what I was waiting for. Dreamcast was my hard 10.
Yeah. It's like Dreamcast. I love the Dreamcast. That controller is ass.
It is absolutely terrible.
It is horrible.
My 10 was either Dreamcast or Saturn.
As you guys were sitting there talking about your plan, I almost pulled a pivot on you and gave you another great controller there for the last one, just to mess things up. I almost pulled a pivot, like no, they read me like a book. I'll give them the win.
So is your hard number 2 the Elite, or is it the 360?
I would honestly say the Elite because I really like the Elite and just how just them making the Elite in total and just how the triggers and everything, the pads and whatnot feel interchanging.
Yeah, it's like
the Elite 2 is phenomenal.
It's like I don't have an Elite, so like for me, it's baseline controllers is what I'm looking at. DualSense is my number 1, and my number 2. I like an Xbox One controller, but I think the 360 controller fits me better.
360 felt better holding it.
It's like it's a better hand feel, and as a useful controller, it feels better. But I also haven't used an Elite.
Yeah.
It also makes a very good weapon in case of emergency.
It does, yeah. So you guys' final list is 1 PS5 DualSense, 2 Xbox One, 3 PS2, 4 Xbox 360, 4 Super Nintendo, 6 GameCube, 7 the Xbox Duke, 8 PS4, 9 the Wiimote and Nunchuck, and 10 Dreamcast.
That's actually a pretty good list.
I'm surprised you didn't put the Wii U in there.
Thought about it because I thought about making some pivots there at the end where I almost decided to drop in some
I was
trash.
half expected it in 64.
So was I.
Up.
Yeah, that
64,
that was in the original list too.
That would have been a high end on for me.
Yeah.
No,
I there were some pivots made from the start of the show to now. So good job with the list, guys. Is there anything that you would change?
Like just offhand. I mean, from what John said, I'd be in agreement. I would probably move the 360 a little higher.
Yeah,
I would probably shift 360 to basically shift 2 back and put 360 up there. Or maybe even.
I think we would just switch
3.
2 and 4.
Yeah, it's like basically just do that swap there, and it feels great.
Right.
If it was Elite, I would probably keep it there solid.
Yeah.
If it was Elite, I would put it there because even though I don't have one, I understand that everybody who's used an Elite says it's a perfect controller.
See,
it's so good.
When he was saying this, I was expecting some wild crap like the Dreamcast keyboard.
Oh no! I'm not doing all that now. I'm not gonna do all that now. That would have been hilarious though. Or not even the Dreamcast keyboard. Where I could have really thrown you guys for a loop is the GameCube keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Phantasy Star Online keyboard.
Or even like you throw like the instrument peripherals in there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that'd been funny.
It was funny that he starts the list. He's like DualSense, and we're like fucking 1.
I mean,
it was my go.
Where do you
the
think it's
PS5 DualSense is a fantastic controller.
The battery sucks.
It has just been a continuous upgrade from PS2, well, PS1
I don't have any
on.
battery issues with it.
I think the battery sucks in my opinion. Other than that, it's phenomenal.
You may have just overcharged it too much.
It's quite possible it just sits on the charger inside.
Well, it's like I leave mine just on the little charging dock with it, but it's like it only charges it and then it shuts off.
Yeah.
So it's like they're perfectly fine for me.
Also, the person that was in the chat that gave theirs, it's 1 PS5, 2 GameCube, 3 Xbox One, 4 PS4, Super Nintendo, PS2, Wii, Xbox 360, OG Xbox, and Dreamcast. I'm glad we can
That's
all
fair.
agree Dreamcast at the bottom because where it belongs.
That's a fair
the
list.
Dreamcast one goes on the bottom.
I now understand their rage at me.
I got a little shock at GameCube being that high.
GameCube's
but
phenomenal.
I do forget. It's like people who grew up with the GameCube rate that controller a little bit higher for them on
I love that
average.
controller so much.
Like,
I mean, it was a solid controller.
Yeah.
I didn't have a GameCube growing up, so it's like my experience with it is later in life, and I'm grabbing onto it going, what the fuck is this?
My thing with the GameCube, why I don't consider it higher, even though I more or less mid years in gaming was literally just N64 into GameCube,
Right.
is just because it just effed up my controller sense just because of how its layout was
Oh,
yeah, true.
for everything in the future.
Yeah. But the funny thing, I see people complain about that all the time, where it's just like everyone says like, "Oh, Nintendo, get it together" or whatever. It's like, no, Nintendo was the one that did it first, though.
Yeah.
And that's what's funny, is that it was everyone else that did something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen that comment. I've seen that a lot, where it's like they show a PS5, Xbox Series, and a Switch Pro, and it's just like, "Oh, Nintendo, get it together," whatever. And it's like, no, technically Nintendo did it first.
I was about to say, no, Nintendo's solid in its ways.
Yeah, they did it first. Now I do prefer like the A button being down at the bottom, like an Xbox. That's my preference, because it does throw me off when I go back to a Switch Pro. But yeah, no, I see that every once in a while. It's just like, oh, the Nintendo needs to change and get it together. It's like, no, they were the first ones that did it, big dog. They were the OGs. They've never changed their layout really. It's been the same layout the entire time. Even with the GameCube, it was the same layout. It's just funky. It was just funky how it was laid out on the controller. So. I don't know. In terms of content, is there anything else you guys want to do? Do you guys want to do like any other blind rankings or a whiteboard game, or you guys want to start maybe going through some weekly wrap up stuff? We're at 1:15 in, is to give you guys some context. It's up to you guys. I'm down for whatever. If we were to do like another properly rated one, I think the easiest one that we could probably do pretty easily would be like Pokemon Mainlines, since we had no prep and didn't think of an idea.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be a super easy one. If not that, we can just kind of hop into weekly wrap up stuff. It's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do.
You feel like doing that, Zach?
Sure.
So properly rated, overrated.
Yeah, we can do it.
All right, let me clear off my board. Oh wait, no, I can't clear off my board. I need to take a picture of my board.
Oh, we're writing?
Yeah, you need the whiteboard.
It's a whiteboard game.
Oh, god dang it. Okay.
You got a marker over there?
Nope.
Dang it, Tyler. No, there should be. Is there not one over there?
He was holding two markers.
I was holding three, actually.
Oh, well, I wasn't looking.
He
I
set
was not
two
looking.
markers or three markers down in his hands when you said, "Do you have one?" He goes, "Nope."
What did I do with mine? Oh, here. Yeah. All right, we're good. We also including, I guess, third games too as separate entries. So like we'll do red, blue as one, yellow as one, gold, silver as one entry, crystal is a single entry. Because I'm asking because obviously as we get further, we're going to obviously want to do black and white, then black and white too. So I guess just include all sequel games too. Because I have different opinions on those. Definitely.
Well, I would count black and white 2 as separate entities.
Yeah.
Whereas like
Same thing with like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon as well.
yeah, those are separate games. Whereas like
Those third games, they were still the same generation.
They're the same generation.
The only ones that I would argue are insanely different, it really is Emerald and Platinum, especially Platinum.
I'd agree Platinum.
Platinum's day and night to dominate.
I don't think I ever played Emerald, so I don't have any take on that one.
You can almost just do Generation 3 as Emerald because it's all people are gonna think. Like when people think about it, Generation 3, they're thinking Emerald.
Yeah.
On average.
Right.
I would say.
Well, I don't want to say let's just do the gens because I want to do the actual games themselves. We'll just do Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald for that one. I think Platinum should be different though.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion. All right, so we're gonna do overrated, properly rated, or underrated for every Pokemon mainline game. So, Zach, just to keep your writing quick, we would just do OR, PR, UR.
I'm just probably going to draw arrows.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, that way you don't have to write a lot. We we just did OR, UR, or
if
PR.
I put an up arrow, I'm gonna say it's overrated. Down arrow is underrated, and then I'll probably just draw a line.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do, just make it quick.
All right.
So we'll start things off dating it all the way back to the beginning. Red and blue. So overrated, underrated, or properly rated. What's everyone's opinion on it? I have such mixed feelings on red and blue.
I guess we're doing this based on how people view it now, or
Just how it's received, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Like,
It's
it's
mixed-
our opinion of it, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like
It's our personal
yeah.
opinion of it, though.
It's like,
Okay.
do you feel that it's overrated, or do you think it's
Gotcha.
fine as it is?
All right, I have an opinion on it. My opinion does not make me happy, but I have an opinion on red and blue. So whenever you guys are ready.
Yep.
I'm good.
All right, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say properly rated.
Yeah.
That gets yours over a little bit.
Meh.
Yeah, there you go. I hate this generation to an extent. I don't hate it, but I'm burnt out on it is a better way to put it. But it is properly rated. It started the franchise. You can't discredit that.
Yeah, it started the franchise. It's where we come from with it. If we can stop going back to that
That'd be appreciated.
then
That'd be cool.
if we keep going back to it over and over again, then this might change. But if we stop
I
going
did
back
that.
to it,
Don't worry about it.
I think it's fine just where it's at.
Yeah. So want to go ahead and do yellow or just ignore yellow?
I don't know that we have to do it. It's mostly the same.
It's the same game.
It's just the Ash Ketchum version.
Yeah.
It's the Ash Ketchum version where you get all starters is the only major
Yeah, yeah.
difference.
and a Pikachu.
Yeah.
So I'd say we can move on.
I mean, if
from
we were
Gen
gonna say,
1.
I would say it's overrated.
I would say yellow in Gen 1 is it probably is overrated.
Yeah, it possibly is. Yeah, because
Gen 1 itself, I think, is fine. Yellow, you don't need to bother with.
right. All right, we'll go to gold, silver then. Gold,
Okay.
silver, overrated, properly rated, underrated. I have more mixed feelings on this one as well. All right, I have my take. I have my take for better or worse. I have my take on this.
I'm good.
All right,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say overrated.
Yeah.
I say it's properly rated mostly because this generation, or like Generation 2, it's a good like I love the generation. The generation has plenty of flaws with it that are well documented and pointed out.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think the game that generation is necessarily overrated because it's already like looked down on.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine just where it's at.
The only reason why I think it's overrated is because the fact that you can go to 2 generations is what shafts it so high up in the sky. And I agree, but it's just I just think Johto's Johto's just one of my least favorite generations. That's just me. I apologize. I think Johto, honestly, Johto kind of reminds me of a Kalos where it feels almost undercooked. You know, where they didn't put enough in it.
In this scenario, you're the one with the people, and I'm the weird one here.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. It's weird how things have changed.
I'm the guy who likes Gen 2.
Yeah, I know. It's weird how we've changed.
I mean, I really like Gen 2. That's the one I mainly played. The only reason I say it's overrated is just because the conversation about it, I'm just over it and burnt out on it. And just like, yes, people have documented it, but then there's still people just like wanting to fight it and just be like over talking. I was like, okay.
I think it's overhated.
I could agree.
Yeah, that'd be a good
it
one.
deserves a lot of the criticism that it gets, but I feel like people go too hard in on it.
Right.
And then in turn, people fight back against it. So yeah.
Right.
I love Gen 2. I'm not gonna fight for it.
All right. Next up, so we are doing Ruby Sapphire, or we're gonna do all 3 of them together.
However you want to do it.
Host, you decide.
All right. Ruby Sapphire, overrated, properly rated, underrated. Okay. Dang it. All right. I have my take on things.
Oops. I mean, I got it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna say it's properly rated.
I'm gonna say overrated.
That's fair.
It's similar to my pick, or like my reasoning for Gen 2 is I think like Gen 2 has its major flaws. Gen 3 doesn't necessarily have this like the same glaring flaws that Gen 2 has, but I think it's just the fact that it comes after Gen 2 that had such big flaws that it's like you got a good game and everybody praises it just for being a good game.
Yeah.
It's like Gen 3 is good,
Right.
but it's not. I don't think it's the level that everybody says it is. I've played through Gen 3 a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, next one's Emerald. Let's see where we feel on Emerald on this one.
I mean, I really don't got a take on this. I never played Emerald.
Emerald's really fun. All right. I'm gonna stick to first thought, best thought. So 3, 2, 1.
And I got nothing.
Properly rated.
Emerald is
I think Emerald's properly rated.
Emerald is properly rated, and Emerald is vastly different than Ruby and Sapphire, and people talk about Emerald like it is one of the greatest Pokemon games to ever be created. That's because it is damn near a perfect game.
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
I'm going to be honest. I mean, mine's sort of biased on this one because I never played original Ruby Sapphire. My introduction 3 was Omega.
Yeah. All right, next is Diamond and Pearl. Where are we feeling on this one? Okay, I got my take.
I'm honestly, I don't know what people's take really is on this one.
Undercooked game compared to Platinum. That's kind of the general take.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say underrated.
We got the whole spectrum.
Wow, this is wildly different. All right, so I guess let's go around the room. I say underrated because it gets so much flack for its problems that are well-deserved flack, but at the very least, the generation is still a phenomenal gen. It is undercooked. I would say it should just be like properly rated because Sinnoh is a good generation. So that's why I say it's slightly underrated. Even though it is kind of undercooked, because it's still a good. It's like I've said this before. It's got good bones, right? It's got good bones.
I was about to say that's sort of why I say probably rated because like I don't really know the conversation about it, but like for me playing it, I mean it was a fine Pokemon game. Besides, as most of the issues that we are well aware of, like having only 3 fire Pokemon in the entire game.
Correct. That is the starter line, and you have a Fire Elite Four member.
And just other that, but as just a Pokemon game, it was perfectly fine to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I go overrated because the problem is it kind of gets lumped in because when people most of the time I think mean Platinum, but everybody always just says Gen 4.
Yeah.
And everybody talks up Gen 4 as being great, but the problem is when you compare to Platinum, the flaws are so relevant, or they're so shining and just in your face.
Right.
Whereas Platinum is again, it's kind of similar to the Gen 3.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like Diamond and Pearl, they're good. Like Zach said, they're good. And you said they got good bones. But when you compare them to that third game, there's so much.
Yeah,
they could have been so much more.
Yeah. Which for the third game, Platinum, over, properly, or underrated?
I guess that's my thing with Diamond and Pearl. Is like I didn't realize people were just considering them Platinum.
Yeah, right.
A lot of it is just like people refer to Gen 4
As Platinum.
Yeah, it's like when they say Platinum, they say Gen 4. So a lot of the talk ends up being Gen 4.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say properly rated. It is one of the GOATs in the franchise. Platinum is phenomenal.
Yeah, similar to what I said with Emerald. This game, it's like people talk about it like it is the best thing that has ever existed Pokemon wise, and they're almost right.
I mean, as you were saying with Gen 4, I mean it completely overshadowed the previous 2 games to the point where it was an entirely different game.
Yep. All right. So Black and White 1. How are we feeling on this one? Black and White 1.
See, this is where I'm starting to fall off because I didn't play Gens 5 through 7. My take on all of those was John. So I don't know how to really feel about them.
And I didn't play, for the most part, I didn't play them when they came out.
Yeah. So which is even the funnier part.
I played them later on.
All right, you guys ready?
I guess so.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm saying underrated.
Hey, we all felt it.
I'm saying underrated. And it's an interesting way to call it underrated because there's been such a resurgence in 2026 where everyone's just like, oh my God, like this generation's like goated. But like honestly, completely honest, I still feel like that's only by the extreme Pokemon diehards to like a lot of like keep in mind, Pokemon's the #1 media franchise on the planet. So it's like, it's not just about diehards. It's about everyone who's a Pokemon fan, and everyone's a Pokemon fan. I promise you are probably not pointing to Gen 5 as one of the GOATs. They're looking
No,
at
what-
4, 3, or
the-
1.
It's everybody is looking at it like I did, where
Yeah,
I made fun of Gen 5 as it was coming out.
Right.
And I went back and I played it later and I was like, why does nobody talk about this generation?
See, I feel like the thing with Gen 5 is like, that's when we started getting like the weird Pokemon designs and people were all going like, what is this? Where are we going with Pokemon?
Yeah, people thought they were out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you actually take a moment and actually go through 5 and just the region itself, its whole storyline, the characters you interact with, it is a phenomenal game.
Yeah. All right. So Black and White 2, the only true sequels that we have throughout the entire game, the entire franchise, really. I wish they'd do that again, honestly. I like that they did sequels. I thought that was really cool, really unique, very different. Went away from the single third game. Pokemon Gray does not exist.
Neither does Gun.
I know. Rip. So 3, 2, 1. Still just going to say...
I didn't change my board at all.
Yeah, no, it's still just going to say underrated.
I mean, I say probably rated for this just because it was the second one and like people still missed it. But for those of us who went from the first one to the second one, I mean, it was the same experience, same great experience.
I will say that it's kind of fair in a way because it is Black and White 2 that gets all the praise.
It does, yeah.
It overshadows the praise of Black and White because people talk about that one more.
I think it's also because Black and White 2 was the one that actually started like the full-blown VGC scene, right? Like the official circuit. Is that when it's, I think it was Black and White 2 is when it started.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
it was around that time.
Yeah. So I think that also plays part into why it's just like praised so much. Before we move on to 3DS, I just realized, do we want to do any remakes like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or like
No.
Fire Red, Leaf Green?
Probably not.
Okay, so we'll move on. X and Y then. How are we feeling on that one?
Again, I didn't mess with 6. All right,
3, 2, 1. I'm saying overrated.
I'm saying it's underrated.
I say it's overrated.
I'm saying under because I honestly never heard anything about X and Y.
I guess
X and Y, I feel like X and Y are underrated because, like, comparatively, yes, they are missing content, and like it is one where it's like they get a lot of flack for that, and deservedly so. They didn't get everything that they were supposed to get, but at the same time, X and Y breathed a breath of fresh air into the franchise in a sense, and it brought a lot of people back. It brought me back.
Yeah.
This was my re-entry into Pokemon.
right.
And X and Y, it's like yeah, there's plenty missing, there's plenty to criticize in that game, but it's just a playthrough. Like if you go back and just play through those games, they are phenomenal playthroughs.
Mm-hmm. So I only throw overrated, and maybe it's a timeline thing. Maybe that's it because I see so much praise for Gen 6. And I like Gen 6 as a whole. There's not a gen I actively hate. I got some that I obviously prefer not to go back to, like Kanto. But Kalos is one to me that I just think does not stand to the same level as at least the people in my timelines talk about the game, or like X and Y. And part of it is because of like missing content. It's just like, again, it might be a timeline thing, I guess. Because I mean, you both bring up good points where it's just like you don't hear people really talk about it. You bring up a good points about how like it did bring like a breath of fresh air with like mega evolutions and shit. I don't know, my timeline is the opposite. My timeline that I'll come across on Twitter or whatever is people have X and Y like towards the top. I'm like, why? No. So maybe it's a timeline thing.
And it is one where it's like I do have
Maybe
more
it's
of
the
a fondness
Mega
for it.
Evolution thing too, because like that was like the first gimmick.
That was the first gimmick, yeah.
Because I mean, the talk I did hear about X and Y was the Mega Evolution thing.
Yeah. Next up, we have Sun and Moon. The first Sun and Moon. I definitely have my opinion on it because of how they're received. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
You debating?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a hard take on Sun and Moon itself because I really didn't start messing with it till Ultra.
Yeah. All right. So 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say properly rated, which is simply that they are very mid games.
They are. They're very
Yeah.
mid.
I think they're properly rated because I don't think anybody speaks highly of these of like Sun and Moon, and there's not a lot to speak highly of.
I mean,
necessarily.
yeah,
It's
because
like they were just like you said, they were serviceable.
yeah, because like the next ones we go in Ultra Sun and Moon, That's when I started hearing talk about this generation.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, over, properly, under.
All right.
3, 2, 1. I'm saying underrated.
I think it's underrated as well.
I personally think it's overrated.
Yeah.
I think it got a lot of hate for performance issues and stuff, which rightfully so. It should have never came out on 3DS. Like, that should have been like a Switch game up front. Or I know this would have been a wild thing to do, but it's Nintendo we're talking about. They should have gone a Xenoblade route and made it a new 3DS exclusive. This should not have come out on the 3DS.
See, my thing with it being overrated is just the fact of the just stark contrast of Sun and Moon versus Ultra.
Yeah.
And I'm just and my whole thing about it is just like the games are sort of day and night. It's ridiculous.
Pun intended.
The argument there exists because it is such a large gap between how good Ultra Sun and Moon and base Sun and Moon were. It was night and day.
It really was.
In which that's the thing that kills me is just like, because these didn't release that terribly far away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, why couldn't we just had base like this? Why did we have to do a whole new release? So that's my thing with it being overrated. It's just like,
hey, just think that it was the Sun and Moon generation that put us in a position that we are in today, of where Pokemon's taking their time.
yeah,
Just think, that's crazy to think about that domino effect, because like Pokemon Z was obviously in the work, because they literally put Z mechanics in Sun and Moon that are not present in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Like, Z was in the works, but they had to cancel it and move on for anime and merch and cards. Like, because the games obviously make up such a low portion of the money compared to everything else. So it's like, hey, sorry, the anime is about to have Ash go to freaking Hawaii, so you need to scrap this, and we're moving on, brother.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that Sun and Moon is the domino that put us in the position today where they're like, yeah, maybe we should start taking our time. Let the anime just go off and have adventures.
because if I remember correctly,
whatever.
like the actual storylines in both of them are completely different, aren't they?
Yeah, more or less.
They kind of begin at a similar point.
Yeah.
And then they kind of, like, where one of them ends, the other one is just like, oh no, we're getting started here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because like there's a whole like, and I remember in Sun and Moon there's like the whole Kahuna thing and whatnot, and in Ultra they're like, yeah, no, scrap that. Just here's a professor, here's a Pokemon.
The problem is it still kind of exists there. The difference is in Sun and Moon, they walk you through.
Yeah, it's like
you-
very slow.
It's like 8 hours
of
of
just
constant
hand-holding.
like you get to walk for 30 seconds and then you get stuck in a 20-minute cutscene almost.
Yeah.
Whereas Ultra Sun and Moon, they're like, yeah, we know you hated that and that sucked ass. So here you go. Here's your Pokemon. Have fun.
Basically. All right, next up is Sword and Shield. First game's on the Switch generation. Love me some Sword and Shield. All right, 3, 2, 1. Didn't even change the board like John. Oh, we're all on the spectrum right now.
Yeah.
So underrated, properly over. I say underrated because these games get an incredible amount of hate still, just from a graphical perspective. And I'm like, big dog, these games like story, characters, gym, region, the Pokemon, like Dynamaxing was dope. A lot, especially an upgrade from the Z moves. Like, these games are phenomenal, and I think 10 years from now they're going to be held in a lot higher regards. Why do you say properly?
Probably rated just because it was that first generation.
Yeah,
I mean,
on the
yes,
Switch.
it got a lot of hate and whatnot, but it was a very good progressive step up from the DS for me. And just the 3D environments, the whole continuation of our gimmicks things in Dynamax, sorry. I mean, overall, it was still a solid game. I enjoyed the story, the whole league thing with it. Yeah, so I mean, it got its criticisms. They took them. We've gotten better games since then.
True. Overrated.
I mainly call it overrated for one simple reason, and this is very much a personal reason for me. I think the story of the games are fine. I like a lot of the new Pokemon that came in. The gimmick is fine. Gigantamax is not my favorite thing. Like, Dynamaxing is not my favorite thing. I hate the region.
Yeah.
I hate the layout of the region.
The layout is weird.
The layout with wanting to do like the big open zones for the Pokemon Explore. Granted, it's what got us to where we are today with just giant open areas with Pokemon running around.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we got there. I don't like the implementation of it in Sword and Shield.
Right.
It's like that's my main problem is the way the region works and the way you work your way through it. I'm not a big fan of.
Right. That's fair. And then we'll go ahead and finish up with Scarlet and Violet. We won't do the Legends games. It's fine. So we'll finish up with Scarlet and Violet. Over, properly, or underrated? I have an interesting take on this one. I'm getting a little technical on mine. All right, you guys ready?
I think I got a different grading scale than you guys.
I think I do too. Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say under becoming proper because before Switch 2, I would argue the game would have been underrated because it's a great region. It's just the game ran like shit. But thanks to the Switch 2, it's right where it should be, and that's properly rated.
Yeah, I put properly rated on it because it's kind of similar to what you had. My thing is I was already there. I was already like looking through the flaws that it had and enjoying it for what it ended up becoming. But yeah, it is one where kind of the complaints I had about Sword and Shield.
Right.
I love this region.
Yeah.
I love the way this region works and the way you move around this region. It's just being a giant open area where it's like go about it how you want to. Yeah, there's a proper way to do it, but just go have fun.
Yeah, go play the game.
Go live your Pokemon dream.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why I have it underrated. It's just like there was so much potential there that did get jacked up because of the way it ran,
performance,
and everything. Because overall, everything I heard and experienced myself, everyone was having fun with it.
Yeah.
Just
ran like shit.
Yeah.
Dude, just wait till you get a Switch 2. Please go pop that
God,
in.
Never.
Please.
Why would I do that?
Just to see.
I did everything I needed to.
No, just please, Zach. I'm begging you. Just
Zach,
go see
I did
it.
the same
It's
thing.
so-
I did
it's
everything
so
I
crazy.
possibly could want to do in that game. And then after the Switch 2 came out, I put it on and I went, I gotta see how it
You
looks.
don't remember how I was playing that game, do you?
I do. I remember, you fucking psychopath. You got no dragon upgrades and you were just making your way around the map in your own special way.
Correct.
But yeah, no, I that's what I did is like the Switch 2 came out and I went, I just gotta see. I gotta see what it looks like now. And it's one of those weird things where it's like it looks like how you wanted it to look.
Yeah, exactly.
What we expected when it originally came out.
Yeah, well, what the expectation was, for sure.
So, preemptive guess, how do you feel Tides and Waves is going to be received?
Properly rated, I think they're going to be very good games.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say overrated because people are gonna be expecting the moon to shift.
Yeah. Also, did you
Essentially.
say Tides and Waves? I just realized that.
Is it not Tides and Waves?
Winds and
Oh,
waves.
is it Winds and Waves?
Yeah, I just processed. You said Tides and Waves. Yeah, winds and waves.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the games are gonna be great, but I think people are gonna have way too high expectations.
That's actually could be fair,
That's what
yeah.
I'm thinking too. It's just like because it is the first Switch 2 game.
Yeah.
It's the first Switch 2 game,
way too high.
and they put it. They're telling us like years in advance when it's coming.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're taking our time. People are gonna be expecting everything.
Right. All right. Well, good content, boys. So we're like hour 40 in, so I guess now we can start actually going through what's on the thumbnail and the
Sure.
title. Yeah, it's a live show. I said at the beginning what we were doing. It's fine. If you listen to the video format, there's timestamps.
It's fine. We've already gotten Rage Bait content.
Exactly. So I will, just very quickly, I'll talk about the Altars last variable. I did buy that yesterday, and I finally sit down and start playing it. It's really nice to go back to the Altars. The gameplay loop, it's just fun. And I had a funny moment today where Christina went out. She was going to hang out with her mom and sister, right? So I'm playing the Altars while she's out. I'm just sitting there. I hear the door open, whatever, and she's like, "Hey, whatever, I'm home." Like, "Hey, what's up?" And she comes back there, and I say, "It's like, oh, you're back sooner than I thought you would. I thought you were gonna be out longer." She looks at me, is like, "Alex, I've been gone for 4 hours," and I'm like, "Wait, what time is it?" She said, "It's like 2:40." I'm like, "What?" It was like, what?
The Altars gaming loop is very satisfying.
It is. Like, I did not realize time was just going by. So no, it was really, it's nice to be able to go back to the Altars and play that gaming loop. So the context of this story is that you are following the scientist who stayed behind.
Yeah.
So everyone else, based on the ending of the original game, did their thing. He stayed behind, and he's still on this planet because he just has questions that he has to explore, which is the oasis that's in all the marketing material. He comes up, he's like, oh, here's what I'm here to solve, whatever. The game then thrusts you into the questions of what is to come, where you are a new scientist that is waking up, looking at an old scientist. And the old scientist is basically literally, all right, the first thing I thought in this opening scene is, all right, big dog, listen, I understand there's a lot of precautions to take, but you couldn't have maybe done this a month sooner. You had to do it literally as you're dying. Cause it's like you bring up this altar of yourself, a clone of yourself, actually, of a scientist. And the old scientist can't even get a sentence out, and he starts coughing, and he's like, go there. Do better, and then he dies. I'm like, bro, you couldn't have plot this out 1 month sooner. You literally what are we doing? You're supposed to be a genius, but left it up.
This is why Main John was leading the wheel.
That's funny because that gets brought up a lot. About not why he was leading it, but just the problems why he was leading it. So it's funny thing you mentioned that. So it's like old scientist dies right when new scientist wakes up, and old scientist is like, the fuck? I got no information. I guess I gotta start looking around. I don't know what to do. Because really the only thing the old scientist said is comms room, talk to him, and his last words were do better. Shout out to spark3shop.com. Go pick up the do better shirt. We can all do better. So you go to the comms room, and it is a Yonbot AI.
Believe it or not, that's an improvement over a few weeks ago.
I mean, I assume so.
That was tough. That was a tough ad read. I'm not gonna lie. I shifted. You know how the show goes, right? Topic, ad read, topic, ad read. Topic, and then it's weekly wrap up, whatever.
Yeah.
Always how it goes. So I wasn't thinking about it. We just finished this whole man, all these people got their jobs lost and stuff.
It was like this whole long segment about layoffs and then it's and how bad merch. The industry is. And without skipping a beat, he rolled into it. I called him out. I went, man, you rolled right into that a little too quick.
Oh, man.
And I'm literally laughing, and I'm trying to finish the ad read, and I'm like, all right, we're moving on. Never mind. Look, it's instincts, man. I just keep on rolling. All right. Anyway, so you go to the comms room, and it's Yonbot is what it's called. It's an AI that Scientist Juan created to help you through everything.
Yeah.
Yonbot literally says, oh, hey, now that you're here, that means that I'm dead. So here's the facts. And basically just kind of lays it out to you of kind of how far that the scientist had come, where he had failed. You go look at his whiteboard, look at his notes. You go look at his whiteboard, and it's constant theory, and just constantly wrong. And it's just well, this is not what I expected coming into this. So just clears the whiteboard. It's well, this is my life's work now. It's time to start fresh, whatever. And, as you kind of start progressing through that initial part, it quickly is just man, I could really use some help. It would be nice to have some more people here, like the original one. So that you go talk to the Yonbot, and this is where the Yonbot calls out the original one, where he's just hey, listen, I know there was problems the first time because it's a lot of differing opinions and stuff like that. But let me point something out to you, big dog. Yon the Builder was not skilled in literally anything,
Nope.
and he was leading the mission. And you're skilled at a lot of things, and now you're leading the mission. So if you alter yourself, surely they're going to be a lot better. And
Nope.
I'm all right, you know what? Fair point. So you do have new alters. There are 4 total. You can get all of them in the single run because, of course, the DLC is not a full-scale game. And it's just different ways they've pursued into different variations of science. So you have, obviously, base scientist 1. You can get geologist, biologist, chemist, and physicist are the 4 that you can get. The 2 that I started with was the physicist and the geologist. I'm a big fan of geologist because he is a big hey man, I'm here to just have a good time. He is that level of personality, and I'm really enjoying it. Where it's his brilliance shines, right? But he's just he's the surfer bro. I'm just here to have a good time, man. It's he's cracking jokes, just being a dipshit to the point where scientist Juan is just there is no way that we come from the same line. This is not possible. The physicist is a pretty interesting character too, because he took a celebrity route. He knows he's the shit, writes these books, they're these big publications and stuff. But it's also kind of interesting, just some of his mindsets on things, because he took a very quick in brief, like almost minor route. Right, if anyone remembers how difficult it was with the miner,
Yeah.
he kind of took a little bit of that route for a minute and kind of exploring his backstory. I haven't gotten far. I'm not. I don't know if I want to say I've gotten far in his backstory because realistically, since it's a DLC, I'm probably done with his backstory now that I think about it. Just because of how it's a DLC. So I'm working to try now to get to the point where I can get the other 2 altars.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to find the damaged chips so I can upgrade the computer because the area that you're in is like only a part of the third area, the third act of the original game.
Gotcha.
It's only like a part of that. Plus, it's a little bit. It's different. It's changed, which is pointed out. It's like, wow, well, there's been some weird shifts. It's not look how I remember. And Yanbot details that there's been like Titanic plate shifts that's happened. Because apparently with the cycles of the sun, they go in large sets of year cycles where it's like 13-year cycles of a radiation sun. So kind of gave that idea of like, holy shit, that makes sense why he was so old and everything like that. So like I've actually finished the first cycle, which the first cycle was 14 days. I'm on cycle 2, which is also 14 days. So I just assumed that when I went into a cryo sleep, I was in cryo sleep for 13 years. That's just my assumption, me and my 2 altars. So it's just like the area is just a rocky region and you can go climb up and get into the oasis and kind of work through the oasis. I'm just trying to figure out kind of what to do next with where I'm at with like to progress. Cause like the map is straight up cock to block me everywhere I can go, where it's just like, oh yeah, blockade, you don't have a tool for that yet. You don't have a tool for that yet. You don't have a tool for that yet. You don't have a tool for. I'm like, cool. Where do I go then? I'm following the main missions on my board here. Where do I go, big dog? Because like I'm now progressing. Like since I got the loop down, where I'm good on materials, I'm good on this. I'm lacking storage because I need my base to expand. So it's like I need some game progression, please. So that's where I stopped earlier. But
You know who would have progression and storage?
Yon the Builder.
Yep.
Where's he at when I need him? Where's he at when I need him?
Hey, they all talk a lot of shit about Yon the Builder. Yon the Builder got shit done.
He got the mission done, man. He got back home. So no, I mean, look, if you played the altars last year and maybe you saw the DLC and you haven't picked it up yet, definitely pick it up. $15. It's nice to go back to it. I'm enjoying myself quite a bit. And if you never played the altars, definitely go play the altars. It was one of my favorite games that came out last year.
Definitely a sleeper game.
Yeah, absolute game. It's great to hear Alex Jordan back as Juan because he did such a phenomenal job last time.
I wonder how that recording went. It was like, so now you're just scientist 1, but now you're 5 different scientists 1.
Yeah, so you have to really, make sure they're different in their own ways, So, yeah, no, again, to go check out the altars. If you haven't checked it out previously, it's on Game Pass, and if you end up liking it, hopefully you check out The Last Variable. Again, a lot of fun so far. I'm really enjoying it. All right, anything you guys want to talk about, or weekly wrap up time?
Weekly.
All right, yeah, we need to get to moving. Finally hitting the thumbnail topics today. So the first thing I've got is involving just that digital ownership conversation. Obviously, it's been a pretty hot button conversation in the light of Sony removing 500 plus movies, in the light of the physical media of a PlayStation getting discontinued, which there's still a lot of backlash on that. That we'll see how that all plays out. But on top of that, there was an interesting thing that popped up on the Twitters. There was a certain individual who lost access to his OneDrive and Microsoft account due to a security breach. They reached out to Microsoft support for everything, and they suspended the account they suspended it in a sense of, hey, this account is permanently gone. This user shared the email from Microsoft support where Microsoft support literally said, yeah, it is permanently suspended. It cannot be recovered. Our engineers cannot get this back. And, any of your games you purchased, you're going to have to buy them again. Sorry, bud, get fucked. It's literally what the email said. Not really, obviously. But yeah, just sharing it on Twitter caused a lot of traction. A lot of major outlets are reporting on this. A lot of content creators are reporting on this. And magically, Xbox and Microsoft got the account back. Magically. Even though engineers couldn't get it back. Makes sense, right?
Someone didn't actually tell an engineer, and someone looked at him like, I mean, we can. It's going to be a pain, but we can.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess the whole concept around this is, I think
I feel like that was more like the article started coming out, and somebody, like one of the engineers back there, went, "Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, we can get that.
It's like what
like,
do you?"
we can get rid of the security breach and get it back. It's fine.
It's like that would take me a few minutes actually.
Yeah. No, I mean the guy lost apparently like 25 years worth of pictures of like his kids baby pictures. all of his games he's ever purchased. So it really brought up that conversation of the digital ownership thing, mostly from the gaming side, of course, but just in general, right? And it also just, friendly remind anyone that uses OneDrive or any sort of thing. Like, it can happen to anything, right? If you use Google Drive or anything, make sure to have backups of stuff.
Yeah.
Number one, have backups. But I think it's also, it was an interesting conversation that I saw where it's like, with the digital ownership thing, it's almost like companies don't want you to like push and ask like, hey, are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Like, that's kind of
they're banking on telling them no and hoping that they're not going to fight them.
Exactly. That was something that people were pointing out and the kind of the vibe for it. And that's what I got. Cause like when I read the email and it says like, yeah, our engineers can't recover this. It's permanent. And it's like 3 days later. Yeah, I got my account back. Thankfully. Thank you for everyone that reported on this. And I'm like, huh. That's a little suspicious if I say so myself.
Say, just understanding data management, just like there's 20 years worth of data there. It is hard for me to believe that 20 years, all of that from one security breach is now wiped.
Exactly. Yeah. Now it's like what John has said. It's like they just hope that you're going to take the no and leave it at the no. So, in the midst of everything going on when it comes to digital ownership with gaming and stuff, it further is going to just bring up the worry, which, the whole argument with, the physical media thing, just to further reiterate my stance on something. Obviously, I don't want it to go away. I love physical media. I love being able to have physical games. I think they are important for the industry. It's important for choice. But the real fight is the fight for digital ownership. That's the real fight.
Most definitely.
That's the fight that needs to be top priority, because it's like the sales numbers is proof that yes, physical games are declining, and eventually they're going to completely stop from all publications, Nintendo, everyone. It's just the nature of the beast. But digital ownership needs to be the actual fight behind.
But
things.
think about like how often we buy things digitally, not even just games. And how many few times you get given like a security code that's like, hey, keep track of this code so that no matter where you are, you have access to this.
Yeah.
Very few digital things do we actually get that for.
Yeah.
Right? And it's one where we almost need that for everything.
Yeah. In today's age, yeah. Especially as it continues to progress, I feel like we do 100%. We need that for everything.
Otherwise, it's just an account. It's
Exactly.
an account that if you can lose access to from any number of reasons.
And just has a bunch of code that says, hey, you have this license to access this.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's the real fight to have, is just over digital ownership, and there are cases where it's kind of done correctly. Like I mentioned when we talked to this last time, like GOG, for example. GOG, if you purchase anything from there, you have the ability to back it up on a drive where it is permanently yours. So even if it gets removed from the store, it is still in your library. That's GOG themselves promoting that I've seen multiple people vouch for that, giving examples of games that are delisted. Like, yep, still in my library. I bought it, I own it. Because you do have the ability to back it up and you never need to ask for permission. So, there are cases where it can be done correctly, but it being an industry-wide norm is going to be the fight going forward. Next thing I've got is involving Bethesda Game Studios dropped a big nuke of news that we already kind of knew everything for, but they wanted to further reiterate it and say it themselves.
Some of it's new. Some of it's new, and some of it was speculation, and it was just confirmation of everything.
Yeah. So just kind of going through the list, I've got it, put out more or less the same way they put it out, in the same order. So for starters, Starfield continues. Over 17 million players with more updates to come. I just think I wanted to, definitely shout that out, because I thought it was interesting that when Asha was putting out all of her statements, specifically name dropped like every Bethesda and ZeniMax property except Starfield. So I was like, that's kind of interesting that Starfield didn't get shouted out, but Starfield will continue. Shout out to that. Created by the players. They took a highlight section on the creation tools, Fallout 4 being added to that creation tools, and creators just earning more than $10 million in royalties. Definitely, I love the level of freedom that Bethesda's always done for the creation tools, because that's given us some incredible mods, which also spun off into some games like The Forgotten City, which is a phenomenal game, by the way, that you should go play, which was originally just a Skyrim mod. They did talk about the future of Fallout, and this is, from the Bethesda Game Studio side, where, it is Fallout 4 remains the long-term destination, Fallout 76 updates to come, and Fallout 3 and New Vegas remakes to come. Full remakes, not remasters.
I thought they were going to be remasters.
Funny enough, so did I. That's what the script had typed as I was typing this, and then when I got further, I saw the quote from Todd Howard saying full-scale remakes. I'm like, oh shit, hold on, I didn't catch that. But yeah, remakes of 3 in New Vegas. That's crazy to me. Let's see, and then more Fallout Shelter updates come as well, which that made me happy because I love Fallout Shelter. Great game.
And then the next piece that probably
got a lot of people
going.
Yeah, well, this was already making its rounds last week with all the studio closures and shifting of where studios are going to focus on. But this is the official confirmation from Bethesda Game Studios with studio collaboration. Obsidian is moving forward on a Fallout project, officially greenlit and everything of that sort. Which
last week I was the lone person bemoaning that Obsidian is no longer full scale going to be working on an Avowed 2.
Yeah, true.
It's like everybody else is going, Obsidian's got a Fallout. And I'm like, oh man, Obsidian's sidelining Avowed.
Yeah, he was the one person that was saying that. So now it's just a matter of what it's going to be. Is it going to be a New Vegas 2 or something else? Because clearly, from how everything's worded, it does look like Fallout 5 will be in the hands of Bethesda, not Obsidian. That's something that you pitched last week, which I think would make sense.
It just says that Fallout 5 is in pre-production.
It does, yeah.
It doesn't specifically say that they're the ones doing it.
Yeah, so who knows what that project could be. I mean, it would be a plot twist if it was Fallout 5. And then Elder Scrolls 6 and beyond, Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, both being developed in Creation Engine 3. Fallout 5 is in pre-production, and then Elder Scrolls 6 the primary focus, which Todd did do a couple interviews around. One thing he was talked about, apparently not retiring anytime soon. 76 will get a huge DLC update called Raven Rock, and it's a prequel to Fallout 3. Starfield DLC Starborn on the horizon. And talking about Elder Scrolls 6, it is progressing well, so the studio's where they want to be, but don't expect it anytime soon. I wasn't. ESO will continue to get new seasons, and a big part of the weight of the development was the Creation Engine 3 and the building that engine from the ground up, which...
Problem is, you should have said that 4 years ago.
Yeah, you should have. And, I read that, the first thing that I thought of, where it's just like, this is an example of how to handle that situation wrong with Bethesda and Elder Scrolls and building this engine. A situation of how to handle that correctly, I immediately looked actually at Remedy with the gap between Alan Wake to Alan Wake 2, where they're just like, yeah, it took so long because we were building that entire engine from the ground up. So I was like, that was the example that I thought I was like, it kind of reminds me of like an Alan Wake to Alan Wake 2 jump. Yeah,
the difference is they announced this and then wait 5 years, but then they're like, oh, by the way, we were working on the engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we wanted to make the game. It's like,
okay, buddy.
Okay, well, one, if that's true, should have fucking said that.
Right.
Because all you've done is piss us off every year.
It's coming. Starfield's the current focus.
You just keep saying it's coming, and then every year we just see more Starfield, and we hate
it. Exactly. So, yeah, no, huge bomb dropped this week. Stuff we already pretty much knew, but some new stuff, a lot of confirmation stuff. So, it's just them getting their own statement out there, and then Todd making his rounds for some interviews. So, I don't know. Big takeaway, though. Fallout Shelter continues. No, not really. 3 in New Vegas getting full remakes is pretty cool. That's pretty dope. Shout out to that. Next piece of news I've got. This is very unfortunate. Hate to see it. Ryan Hurst is set to be recast as Kratos on Amazon Prime's God of War after suffering a torn pec. 4 episodes have already been fully shot, and they will be reshot with the new actor.
That's rough.
That is rough. That's tough, man.
You gotta wonder. This has gotta just be them, because at this point they're gonna rush through recasting so they can get back on schedule.
That's my mindset too.
More than likely.
That's just a thing, because they're like, we've already budgeted the time. We have the studio time. We have all this that we need to get done.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would have been happier if they were like, unfortunate it happened. We have to delay. It's like, we're gonna delay shooting until he can get it reattached and recovers from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would have rather seen.
Yeah, the only reason why I think they didn't is just the kid playing Atreus. That's my only guess.
I mean, heck, it's the God of War universe. They could have literally just continued the series with a new actor and used some mythological BS.
Yeah.
People may not have been happy with it,
Right.
but they would have accepted it.
Again, my only guess is the kid.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they may also like look at like, man, what if this kid gets hit with like a random growth spurt? Because they may all be like random example. They might be looking at like, let's say Netflix's, Last Airbender. Dude, Aang's actor took a massive growth spurt from book 1 Water to the season 2 of book 2 Earth that's out right now. It's like night and day of where it's like he was like a literal kid as Aang, and now he's like a full blown teenager. He had a hell of a growth spurt between the filming. So maybe it's like they don't, because like with a torn pec like he's got, I mean, you're looking at like a solid year. Like you're 6 months for general recovery post surgery, and then like at rehab. I mean, like you're looking at like this would have to get postponed until probably mid 2027 to get it back on track.
I mean,
unless Ryan Hurst becomes John Cena and comes back in 3 months.
The problem I look at it with is now I feel like they're going to be rushing to find someone new, to take the position and like work with it, and it basically just go with whoever they can find for it.
Yeah.
When we spent months praising the fact that they hired Ryan Hurst, who is respectful of the role. He's from the franchise itself, went through, did the work, put on a bunch of muscle for the role and all that, did all this, and now he's out, he's getting recast. I would rather see him still in the role. It's like, if you're worried about the kid, you're going to reshoot it anyway. It's easy to get a kid.
Yeah. It would suck for the kid to
it would
lose
suck
the role,
for the kid, but with
that Kratos is your literal main lead.
Yeah.
That's 1A versus 1B.
Yeah. It's like I would prefer to see like the respectful man who's been a part of the story already
when he played Thor
be able to continue in the role.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, we got to reshoot everything now. It's like, okay, well, if you're worried about reshooting it, delay the motherfucker for a year.
I wonder if it's also like maybe like the set pieces, maybe where they have stuff rented, maybe something like that.
That's what it is. It's all money for them. It's cheaper to recast and reshoot the shows than it is to delay it.
But it's also like, man, if you're gonna go ahead and look to start reshooting soon, boy, hopefully you find someone that's already jacked. You know what I mean? Like Ryan Hurst put on a ton of muscle for the role. Now you're gonna have to find someone that's jacked already or can get jacked up in like a month. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
I would have preferred to see
my worry for the show increases
daily. With everything you hear, it just keeps getting worse. I'm sorry, John.
It's rough.
Yeah. Next thing I've got is another recasting here. Jennifer English will no longer be Gwendolyn in Tides of Annihilation, citing for personal health reasons. She will remain on the project as an advisor, and a new voice actor has already been cast, but they have not made the announcement. The new voice actor is voicing lines for the upcoming demo at Gamescom, which will be her debut as the character, whoever that actress is going to be. Jennifer English did kind of basically put out there that she kind of had to reevaluate on just how many damn things that she signed on for, and just kind of where some health stuff's at right now, and just like need to kind of chill out a little bit.
Because she is a voice on a lot of things.
Yeah, she is.
It's like she's got real popular for some of her work, and she booked everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I saw someone quote tweet it where it's just like, it's good for her to, really focus on this because like, high functioning like ADHD people can take on a ton, but once they crash, they crash. And which I agree. Like you can take on a shit ton, but the moment you crash, you crash.
It's done.
Yeah, you gotta kind of rewind and kind of chill out just a little bit. So this is a game that I'm still immensely excited for. And with all the praise that Jennifer English's personal note put out there for the new actress and everything, helped select the new actress, helped have recommendations on the new actress. Plus Jennifer English is still involved with the project. Doesn't make me worried for the project. I'm still very excited. I'm looking forward to hearing about the demo out of Gamescom, probably getting obviously a new trailer, and hopefully eventually getting a release date because this game just looks sick. Next thing I've got, GameStop CEO Ron Cohen has recently spoke about physical games, saying that they do not matter at all. Software mattered in the past. Software today makes up about less than 12% of the business. Can collectibles make up over half the business? So it's totally irrelevant.
Maybe to them.
Yeah, maybe to them. And unfortunately, we see GameStops today. It is true.
Yep.
They've shifted completely to like more Funkos and collectibles. And now that, stores have been going through remodels, shifting to a TCG focus where they're going to be getting glass cases with slabs and stuff. One of our local stores is already set up like that. Not the one immediately in our area, but one about 40 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
That one has already gotten the remodel, is from what the store manager in our local area has told me, because I've gotten pretty tight with him. So if you're ever curious, there you go. You can go see it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that is becoming GameStop's focus, which it's not really a mystery. I mean, especially when you look at, companies that are steadily moving away from physical games. I just hate like the openly wording it,
Yeah.
It's just, it stings still. I mean, you get it, you know it. You don't got to put it that way. It hurts my heart, to hear that. But also, just to be fair, Ryan Cohen's a dick. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that. He's a dick. He's also still trying to buy eBay. Good luck, buddy. That's not going to happen. Next thing, we did get the voice cast for the lead 4 of Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Kai will be voiced by Zeno Robinson, who's voiced characters like Hawks. Apparently, he voiced my guy Yamamoto in Hitman Reborn, the 5 episodes they did English dub for recently. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. Also voiced like Genya and Demon Slayer, stuff like that. And Dietrich, you have Xander Mobus, who voiced Off the Dome. I know Joker. He voiced, I think, a character from Fire Emblem Engage. A few other pretty notable characters.
I mean, I've heard that voice actor's name.
Yeah. Theodora is Sihara Kirby. Her voice cast is, it's pretty extensive, but I feel like this is still like one of the bigger roles that she's got, kind of up and up. And same thing for Katina Sarkeesian. I believe that's how you pronounce it, because it looks like it's the same spelling as Steve Sarkeesian, the head coach of Texas Longhorns. So I think that's probably how you say it. It looks similar spelling. She's going to be voicing Lita. And it's kind of the same thing. A lot of roles, but this seems to be like one of the kind of the bigger roles coming out. They've just been announcing roles day by day. So again, we're ramping up more and more for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave hype, and I'm getting more and more excited about the day.
And then you have this Emberville voice casting, and you're like, okay, there's a stark difference
what
here.
What a voice cast. I sent this to John, and John was hyping this up to me because apparently you've been following this for a while.
Well, yeah,
your wish
it's
list
like
for a while.
I've heard about it for a long time, mainly because like one of the other podcasts that I actually watch, one of the hosts on it is Co Carnage, and he like runs the studio that's making the game.
Okay.
So it's like I've been following Emberville for a while, and yeah, they have a wild voice cast on it, but it's also because they've kind of met some of these people over time,
Right.
and
Just
so
kind of
it's like-
asked, hey, you
yeah,
want
it's
to
like
do this?
kind of ask of that, but yeah, no, voice cast is absurd for what the game actually is.
True. Yeah. I mean, we have Matthew Mercer, Ben Starr, Jennifer English, Alex Jordan, David Minkin, and tons more.
Do you
Ben
know what this?
doing anything for a paycheck star?
Do,
I
do you
love
know?
Ben
What, do you know what
Starr.
Emberville is?
I
Zach?
don't.
Imagine like a top-down kind of pixely style game that's gonna have action combat with a farming city building role.
From top down?
Yep, top down.
It's
Yeah.
top down,
Think of like how like kind of Adventures of Elliot looks.
Okay.
Yeah.
like that, but with a full-on like a ton of quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
As far as like, I mean, kind of everything. And then also like going off and exploring and fighting dungeons and killing, like fighting bosses and stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of insane because the gameplay for it looks really, really cool. Like I'd never heard of this. This popped in my timeline because of the video with the voice cast. And I immediately sent it to John and was like, "Oh yeah, it's been on my wish list. You should look into this one."
I've just been waiting on this one for like a year and a half.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a year and a half, no big deal. So yeah, no, I watched the gameplay for it. It did look really cool. Like these style of like top down like pixel games where it's got like that action combat just looks sick to me. But then again, I'm also kind of fresh off Elliot, where Elliot's combat and gameplay was so fluid, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that was so much fun. And I saw this and I saw like some of the hand to hand combat, some of the weapon combat they showed in the trailer. I'm like, buddy, that looks cool. So yeah, this is on my list for sure, especially with the voice cast. That's a wild voice cast, dog. Next up, Final Fantasy Resonance got some new details out there, like story length, for example. About 30 to 40 hours for the main story. If you're going for full completion, look about 60 to 80. There are 26 visions, and visions are crystallized essence of Fire Emblem heroes.
Wrong game.
Final Fantasy Heroes.
I know Engage was recent, but
Well, it's also Fire Emblem Heroes is a mobile game.
It
So
is.
that's why my brain went there. My fault. Which they already showed in the trailer where you saw like Cloud coming and everything. The stronger your bond grows with with your vision, the more abilities you can unlock. There are various talents and hubs to explore. Fast travel unlocked very early. Various mini games to play across the board. 3 difficulty levels. You get the Coliseum for more challenges. There are 12 legendary arms to collect. I know this was just once a mobile game, now turned game, but you know what? Hey, I don't give a shit. Octopath Traveler was Zero was incredible.
I mean, this looks incredible.
This looks so good.
it does look very good.
I'm so excited for this game.
Yeah, this is a day one pickup and probably the first Final Fantasy game that I'll ever beat. Check that.
What a
that
shame.
off. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Sooner or later, I'll go through and I'll play more and beat them.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will.
There's a reason,
That's a lot. That's an ass.
there's a
Some of
reason
them,
why
not all
I
of them.
don't say that I will do it, and I say I want to.
Yes.
No, I will. At least some of them. I will go through and play and beat some of them.
All right,
Like a 16.
Mr. Alan Wake, a decade
Got it done.
and a decade.
Got it done. And now Alan Wake 2. Favorite game I played this year. Got it done though. Alan Wake 1. Definitely aged. I low-key couldn't wait to finish that game. Next piece of news. Hasbro is set to produce new toys based off Legend of Zelda, including the new movie. The first 3 that are going to be revealed are going to be 6-inch scale figures at San Diego Comic-Con. So, and this deal is going to be lasting for multiple years to come on top of that. I'll actually be looking forward for this because I've kind of had it in like a random mode recently where I've wanted to start collecting like some toys and action figures. So that I saw that, I'm like, you know what? It's kind of funny that popped up because I've already kind of had it in my brain that I want to start buying some to collect. So I'll be looking forward to these. I'm also going to be curious if the first 3 are going to be like the standard 3 characters from like, any game like Ocarina or whatever, or if they're going to be specifically the movie characters. Because if they're going to be the movie, I'm going to need to see this now, especially what you're going to be doing for Ganondorf. You're going to be doing Ganondorf in the movie. I got some questions because they've only shown like one quick shot, one quick image of Zelda and Link from the movie. So I'm gonna be a little hesitant going into this.
Is it human Ganondorf or pet Ganondorf?
They haven't said if they're doing Ganon or Ganondorf yet. I have no idea what they're doing for the movie. Actually, you know what? They might be doing Ganon now that I think about it, which also has me concerned. You could have just done Ganondorf and called it a day. But whatever. Anyway, last piece of news I've got is Duskbloods closed network test is set to take place from August 21st to August 23rd with the sign up for it here in just a few days, actually.
What the heck is Duskbloods?
FromSoft,
That's
Nintendo
the
exclusive.
FromSoft PvPvE.
Switch 2 game.
It's like Switch exclusive.
Yep, Switch 2 exclusive.
That doesn't help me.
We haven't.
Vampires.
Oh,
They haven't
the
really-
only thing that helped me there was Extraction.
Vampires.
They haven't
FromSoft.
really showed anything in like a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've seen the same teaser shot every time they've talked about it, but we've only seen it talked about like once since
Okay.
they announced it.
Basically. So yeah, that sign up is actually here in a few days from 7/22 to 7/28. So if you want to check that out, better sign up. So that's all the news I got. You guys got any news? I know we have been here a while today.
Nah.
This is the longest we've been here in a long time. Probably won't happen again for a while. So all right, Gamesthetic game of the week. Zach, what'd you bring today in your
Black
guest appearance?
Jacket.
Black Jacket. Okay.
Yes. Black Jacket is a roguelike card-based game where you play blackjack. You're a guy named Chris. You wake up in front of some other gentleman who starts playing blackjack with you, and he more or less says, "Hey, everything's fine here. We're gonna play a game. You go on your way, travel up the river, and we'll see how good things go." So, in a Balatro style card game, since people like to take off Balatro, just this form blackjack. You play blackjack against souls, and where there's also shops where you can collect cards to form your deck. There's 8 different suits that are playable standardly for you that you unlock through the game. Each suit has base cards and then upgrades. Upgrades doing different things. Like the club suit is a lot of altering numbers. So like I think it's the 4 of clubs. Whenever you play it, if your opponent has a card across from it, you will take that card's amount and make it your own. So like, because there's 5 slots on the table, and you from those 5 slots, you want to get the closest to 21. Going over his bus, getting a blackjack is an immediate win. And yeah, more or less, you want to be the closer to 21 in the hand. Each round, you bet coins. If you run out of coins, your run ends. So yeah, as I was saying, if they have like a 6 of something, you play your 4 clubs. Your 4 clubs now becomes a 10 of clubs, and that's just for that game. So it resets after each one. You can burn cards, buy cards, acquire cards through stages. Besides the 8 main suits, there are some special suits that you can acquire in between here and there, as well as there's 4 different boss characters that each have their gimmicks. Which a nice thing about it is like you go for each run is 3 different levels, and depending on which level you fight the boss, they have a different special effect. So the further along the run they are, the harder effect they're gonna have. Niv is a goddamn menace. That kid and his damn trains. I wish I could throw him into this river Styx. A whole thing about it is this guy, your name Chris. You don't remember anything. You're trying to figure out why you're here, what's going on, and through your interactions with the 4 characters who you go against in each of the rounds, sort of reveals the story and whatnot. The main basis of it that you can figure out pretty quickly is that you're in hell, and you're trying to figure out what you're doing. Are you just here to play games? Are you trying to escape? Yada, yada, yada. It's a fairly interesting game. I enjoyed it. If you like card-based roguelikes, it is very entertaining. You also find out real quickly that you can't count numbers.
Nice.
Just you as a person. The game counts it for you, but when you start playing and forget about things, you realize, oh, I can't count. So Black Jacket.
It's like $15. You can also buy it on the Switch.
It's also on Game Pass.
Yeah, saw that. Shout out to that. And it's highly reviewed, John.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was looking at it. I was like, man, Zach comes back and he gives me a highly rated game. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, what's this plot twist?
Where's his recommendations that are normally like 40s?
Exactly. Yeah. No. Shout out GameStop Game of the Week, Black Jacket. All right, boys. Let's hit the music. Let's get out of here. Zach, I'm sending it to you.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, rate, whatever your platform allows. It does help. I'll see y'all in a year.
Probably true.
All right. Yeah. And we do these live streams every Saturday around 6 p.m. Central Time usually. So you can come check us out then.
I didn't realize I didn't shout out sponsors and stuff. My fault.
Oh, well.
Go check out Rogue Energy. Use their referral link down below. Promo code Sparky3 to get 10% off your order. If they got a better sale going on, no big deal. Just use their referral link. You're still helping out the brand, as well as go over to Sparky3shop.com. I did shout that one out. I just didn't change the slide. Go pick up some merch like 7 out of 10 is a good game, or the Do Better, which is what we talked about here today. If you want to support us further, the Patreon's great way to do so. But don't feel obligated. Just being here is enough. Subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend, and join the Discord. And I think that's it. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye.